You have magical tinkering. So like you can create, I think it's up to 3 augments for characters. For and Chen, you can create 3 different magical things with magical tinkering. So you can make your own bag of holding. You can also get a homunculus that follows you around.
Yeah, I'm really thinking of like steampunk, tinker
Mm-hmm.
character.
Are you whether you want to be ranged or melee?
Um, I just do they have it? You know, like turrets and stuff. Do they have a character?
That's the artillerist. The artillerist subclass. You can literally create a little walking turret.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
You can also you can create one that like pulses out energy and gives everyone temporary HP, or you can get just a little
Wait, but they
turret that's a
fuck with
flamethrower or a
NBC.
ballista.
It's okay.
Like there's a bunch. Yeah, they're fun little things. There's also what was the other one? There's I can't remember what it's called, but one that gives you a little mechanical dog that fights for you.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
and then with armorer, you basically get so you can lock your armor to yourself and it can't be forcibly removed. You also get giant mechanical fist to punch with, and you
Oh.
can I think once per like during I think it's like during a short rest or a long rest I can't remember which. You can switch that from heavy armor to light armor, so you don't basically you can stealth in heavy armor essentially. And
Okay.
that one gives you like lightning
awesome.
lasers that you can fire out. It's an engine like artificers are fun.
Oh no, the TV turned off.
Oh, I forgot Battle for Beyond was a thing. Oh yeah, so you have Alchemist, which is Alchemist is basically an artificer healer, essentially. Uh, Armorer, artillerist, battlesmith. That's the one with the dog. Yeah, the Eldritch Cannon. That's the artillerist. So your Eldritch with the Eldritch Cannon, you have 3 forms. You have flamethrower, force ballista, and protector. Let's see. Oh, yeah, let's skip this before I do Oh, that's cool. Arcane firearm.
Oh yeah, what level will I be?
I think it's the same level that you are now.
3?
We are at the docks.
We're level 4. I think we're level 5 now.
4.
4?
4, yeah.
Okay.
I remember I just took the Warcaster feat.
Probably 4.
Still level 4. Because you better believe I'd be level 5 right now.
Hey, Wizard, is your water cold now?
Yeah.
I don't think you ever leveled up Nostalgia.
Oops.
Like, I'm looking at it now, Nostalgia's still level 3.
She's still kicking ass. Yes. I love it when our games go up on YouTube, because then I'll start watching it.
Oh, that's a good scrap.
I'll rewatch them.
Dice and stuff.
Does this board go to anything?
They don't go away, but
It is not plugged
normally
in.
in session it will be on our Twitch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a USB
Oh,
of some
I
kind.
don't know.
It's heading over
Be
that
on
way.
there checking that out.
I don't know. Here you go. I'm gonna take it back so I don't pull it over the table. What you got there?
Hmm? Oh, oh no. That's just the one that I've been using for a couple
I should go grab
sessions.
mine.
Oh yeah, I need a mini, damn it.
Yeah, I'll pull one out for you.
Okay, thank you. I'll take literally anything.
No, I got you covered.
Get something that matches my eyes.
Which we can't see at present.
And I keep thinking of like what the perfect setup is for this.
What?
They're just like, you know what, it's going to be everyone gets their individual like area, and then just a shared holographic board.
We just get our own booth.
And everyone's like, you arrange it, and you can see on your board like where everyone's like
one
arranged
do you
there.
pick?
It's like yours is like a physical one, like a magnetic strip, so like the computer can track what it's doing.
Or like an
there's also this one, too.
NFC or NFT, I can't remember.
You're talking about the unique token.
Ooh, it's metal.
It's like what the amiibos use.
It's all fancy.
It's all fancy.
It's not an NFT, I'll tell you that.
I think it's NFC.
That maybe. But yeah, something that just lets it track, and then everyone gets like their own personal lighting and area.
That would be nice. You'd have to have a heck of a big place to have all that set.
Oh yeah, no, you need a studio.
It's
Yeah.
down.
You need a full-size studio. Just a building.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. He's got a horn.
Which of us would benefit going first in initiative the most? Like having.
Cardell, you brought your mini, right?
I'm not sure. I want to be about midway or the back.
Since
Midway
I always
or the
allow
back?
people to
That's
go
an
away,
artificer.
there is no penalty to being good at initiative.
That's true. You can always choose to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hold action thing helps too.
I think the green screen might be.
I came on clip from the side.
Oh, did I mess? Oh my god.
Oh no, it was like that before, I think.
If you could just pull it back that way and
Clip it on. Looks like the clip
Yeah.
came off.
Yeah,
That's
the
all.
clip.
thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm
You're
embarrassed. Of my huge fat ass.
There's a guy on TikTok making Dwayne the Croc Johnsons. He's basically like 3D printed silicone Crocs with Dwayne the Rock Johnson's head on them.
That's pretty good.
What?
Yeah, calls it Dwayne the Croc Johnson.
For people who want to buy meme merch because it is meme.
Do they have to pay Dwayne for that?
I doubt it. It's not. They're not selling it. So the way the law works, as long as you're not selling it, you can use other people's likeness.
Yeah.
As long as it's not to ridicule and they don't sue you. I Did not get my dice. Hey, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Purple bag back there. Can you hand me that big gray thing of dice?
Although the ridicule clause doesn't protect you for a public figure, which he definitely counts as.
Yeah, that's right. Can't remember which pocket. Just go through them all. You'll find it. I think it's in my one in the front.
I wonder how influencers would be, like if you were to go to court.
Oh, you can ridicule influencers all the time.
Right, I'm just, like, where does that law draw the line in terms of, like, when is someone publicly known enough that they don't get protections to the use of their likeness?
That's
There has to be
That's
some
fair.
kind of
You're on a
metric
public
for it.
forum, I would imagine.
once you willingly expose yourself publicly. I guess.
Everyone
that'd
with a YouTube channel.
be it. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's unmute. Turn them down just a bit here.
Do you need a dice tray?
And we are good to go. Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
20-sided Entertainment returns. And we are doing some pirate things today, hopefully.
Yeah.
If you recall last time, there was some leaving of spiders behind, some ship battling with pirates that were doing pirating.
Yeah, we got backstabbed.
A giant snake.
Yes,
Yeah.
Birthday
a giant
cake, large
snake,
fries, chocolate shake.
that helped the party.
That was cool.
That
A
was
magical Gatling gun.
That was really cool.
Did we get that?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice, nice.
Yargo
As
has
soon,
it.
as soon as that captain earned my respect, he died.
It's usually how it goes.
He expressed a value. Had to go.
He was captain for a reason.
The old ship sank.
Yeah.
The remains were picked through by our water-breathing,
Or
Party
no
members.
breathing.
or by those who do not require air.
That was pretty cool.
And we are on the return to the port of Vasu, just about to dock. So we're going to go around the table really quick, do quick introductions, and get this going.
Brandon.
Oh, okay, we can do this. Counterclockwise.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm an I'm an evocation wizard
Go on.
named Cyrus. And I'm ready to get some more booty.
May I point out that I do enjoy the fact that you named your character something he can't physically say.
I can
It makes
say
me-
it. I can say it just fine.
He's a
Cyrus.
human.
Cyrus.
human.
Yes, I'm a human.
Humming.
Humming.
Meat bag.
I am Cardell. I play Davith Siren Song, Drow Bard. Yeah, he's honorable figure who doesn't always give all the information he can.
I was wondering, what's his instrument?
Plays a violin or viol.
Ah.
Yeah, he's any string instrument, but mostly
Violin.
he's more of a poet and a dancer than anything else. But he can play a violin.
What about an accordion?
According
Oh,
to him,
shoot,
no.
it's my turn, isn't it? Well, I'm Kenneth, Kenny, whatever you prefer. I play Clanker, the Warforged Twilight Cleric of Vosh.
Nice.
I am Jesse, and I am playing Solon Fire, the half-orc fighter. He is ruggedly handsome with muscles, the pinnacle of alpha male with long, sandy blonde hair, and dual-wielding rapiers. Actually, I
Or
can change
sabers?
to longswords.
Long
huh?
swords, yeah.
Yeah.
I could change to longsword now. Now that we're in town, right?
I mean, yeah, you can do some shopping.
We docked.
Not yet. We also want more introduction.
That's true.
I'm Liz, and I play Vestagia Diamond, a badass barbarian Triton who carries a Triton
Nice.
and a short sword.
Excellent.
And she has colorful hair, and she looks like a barbarian.
Excellent.
Apparently, I also have a
And
lute.
I am your humble DM, William Devlin IV.
I got.
Let us get this going. So your ship is approaching, and you kind of know the standard procedure for incoming ships is there's somewhere around here there's a guy with a spyglass, kind of looking at the incoming and outgoing vessels, they're logging all those movements. As you are drawing somewhat close to the docks, you see an individual trying to flag you down off the end of one of the piers.
Shoot, I will.
It looks to be someone. It's not a normal dock. Let me.
Is he a cop?
Who's got this?
I do not know.
Sorry.
Don't do that.
I thought I muted it, but I didn't. My bad.
So he is
I'm not even
dressed.
in the camera. Did you even notice that? No.
Oh man, that's sideways. Can you just move
Nobody
it a little
sees
bit?
me.
This one?
It's okay.
Yeah, a little more perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
That is exactly where it needs to be.
Nailed
That's funny.
So, the guy who's in question by is in like noble attire. He's got one of those like governor-esque wigs that are like incredibly poofy and powdered.
Yeah, the
and
powdered.
go down.
Yeah.
He's in a
Drama.
silk vest and has like the stockings and all of that. And there's a retinue of what appear to be 6 guards wearing the vestments of.
Is he wearing makeup?
You guys are all from the area, so we know this one during the roll. They are garbed in the uniform of the High Seas Consortium, a merchant group that governs and conducts most of the trade in this area.
Why would they want to
No,
come to us?
merchants.
Yeah, we're totally legit.
Was this a merchant vessel originally?
The ship we're on? No.
Before the pirates took it?
No,
maybe, or-
the log from the captain's past only has the blood prints of the captains who have murdered for the ship. It doesn't have the original who made this.
Okay.
Let's see what they want.
Do we know this guy?
I don't.
They're merchants, nothing more. Bureaucrats and merchants, the lot of them.
Is he trying to get us the dock there?
Yes, yeah. They've got a space open.
We do that.
Okay.
By the way, were there, aside from the bloody parchment, were there any more documents on the ship that anyone found? You know, possibly like, I don't know, the name of the ship. They may want us to register.
Is it written on the side of the boat?
It is. So you are currently aboard the Fortuitous Breeze.
The Fortuitous Breeze. Does that name ring a bell?
No,
Okay.
no. There's no legend or
Okay.
special thing. Probably just a regular small deck galley.
Cool.
Pull up the sail.
All right. Yeah. Your crew
Throw the anchor.
Yeah.
gets to work.
Swab the poop deck.
One of them just looks very confused at you, but we're
You heard me. Swab it.
He goes, he gets like a brush, and he looks toward you for confirmation that he really should be cleaning right now.
No.
And then he just kind of chucks it behind him. and
It's
gets back
time
to
for
working the
drinking.
rigging.
These guys look like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, so the crew goes about getting you lined up with the dock. The ropes go over. The dock crew who's there, gets it, ties you up to the pier. And in a few moments, you are ready to disembark. You can lay your ramp down and go see what this welcoming party wants.
Very nice.
Okay, let's make one thing perfectly clear. I know how you guys are. No killing.
As long as no one.
I want to hear you say it.
disrespects
No killing. Cyrus? Cyrus?
No killing.
Vostagia?
Killing?
No killing.
You said killing?
No.
We're not in open water. You can do
Okay.
anything in open water.
This
No
is
killing. You got
All
it.
right.
You saved our butt.
One of my first order of business as captain is to make Davith my second in command.
Damn it!
Perfect.
And,
Damn it!
and I'm making you the first mate.
What? I don't even get first mate.
What? I'm sorry.
We
What's your
just
name
met
again?
you. we just met you.
I got
Who
you
are you
this.
again?
I got you this ship.
He is our new artillery, I believe.
Oh yeah, the crew does need a powder monkey.
Oh God. Do I look like I have the strength of a monkey?
If I recall,
I
you're the
wish I
one who
did.
sank our last ship.
That ship was already sinking.
We could have sold that ship for at least 5,000 gold. Think about that. That's 1,000 gold each.
Well, that was probably before the spiders took over it, but
And the backstabber pirates.
and the backstabber pirates. Speaking of, where's Yargo?
I was gonna say.
Where is Yargo?
So Yargo is currently. You asked that, and the game the way up to the deck, you see just a crate come flying up. Just kind of poof,
Whoa.
and then a little moment later, another one. Poof. And then shortly after, Yargo comes climbing up, and he kind of hauls the crates up and is wobbling them toward the end of toward the pier.
Excellent.
Good man, Yargo.
So he has the
Impressive.
silks.
Good man, Yargo. Keep those keep those close. We may need them.
Man
Yarr.
is built like an ox.
I would say we keep him on the boat. Someone's gonna need it. If we have a
Excellent.
disembark, someone's gonna need to keep the crew in charge. And as much as I hate to admit it, I may have been wrong about Yargo.
Yar. But
We talked to the powdery.
yeah,
wood guy.
as excuse me, hello. Oh, all of you, yes. Who
Yes.
is the captain of this vessel, or acting captain?
I am, but you should speak to my second in command. He handles that sort of thing.
I hope you are aware that this vessel is owed to the High Seas Consortium. We chartered its construction and have been seeking its return for some time.
Well, we took it from pirates.
According
Here,
to
I have the official seal about the the killing and
You said no killing.
the right of
These people.
claiming
Sound like
things you
no
kill.
killing.
Yeah,
No
so you
killing.
show. I mean, what do I care what sea barbarians put in a book? This is our vessel. Now, I understand that is inconvenient, perhaps, and a fine dispute.
I don't see your name on it. What is your name?
My name is Gadius. Gadius the Bloom.
I don't see your name on it.
doubloon,
Gadius the Bloom. Yes.
as in gold doubloon.
Yes. I come from a family of bankers, sir.
Fair enough.
Oh, we could totally. take
One
this
moment,
guy.
please, Captain. This may be quite fortuitous, but I see an opportunity here.
Yeah, we should probably kill this guy.
Not
Agreed.
that opportunity.
We're gonna rob the bank.
Not that opportunity.
If
What
he
I'm
wants to take it from us, he must take it as we did, by force.
Or this could be.
He does have enough guards, you think?
I
he
only
could-
have 12 HP.
All right, I'm willing to consider. What's your idea?
Well, this guy is clearly loaded. We have his ship. We could find ourselves in his employ. At least for a while. We take the we keep the ship. He keeps his nice fancy name, and we find ourselves a nice employ of a consistent flow of income.
Why don't you use your fancy words over there and talk to him? See what you can get at him.
I intend to. Mr. Doubloon,
Yes.
I see we find ourselves in quite a precarious predicament here.
I don't see that. You've returned a ship to us of great value. And
A ship with no crew. It's no different than any hunk of wood, any bit of driftwood at sea.
Why, the High Seas Consortium has crews of all sort. We can easily staff this in a day.
Yes, and you'll end up losing the ship again. You allow us. How about you hire us for the crew? You get your ship back, and you have an effective crew that could run it.
You are seeking a charter with the High Seas Consortium.
A charter, and we'll consider this about a employ to own. We do, let's say, 4 embarks in your name. We collect a small profit from them. A small profit, you'll collect most, but we get to keep the ship after 5 contracts. I doubt the, what was it called? The charter.
The fortuitous.
The charter, I think it was.
The charter for the ship?
Not, yeah, the Consortium, yeah.
Yeah, the High Seas Consortium
Yeah.
is.
I thought the High Seas Consortium would miss one ship.
It's true. I'll have to speak to other representatives, but for now, as long as you agree not to leave the harbor, we will not seize the vessel.
That sounds fair to me.
How are you going to seize the vessel if we leave the harbor? Never mind.
Cyrus, look at that. You see that cannon? See how it's pointing outward?
They own
You
all
notice
the,
how the
they,
ship is floating?
They own all the
That
cannons.
cannon can keep this ship from floating should we move out of Bark.
What do these guys own the town?
Yes!
Oh, I
We
guess I
should
should have
never
been
have
paying
come
attention.
here.
Yeah, you're in the trade capital. This is the biggest trade group. They've got some sway here.
So did we ever sell the silk?
No,
No,
we
you
just got back.
with it.
We should grab that
So,
before, Or what, Yargo has it, doesn't
Yargo
he?
has it.
You know those things.
Let's see what kind of a good deal you can get on the silk.
Actually, I may need a bit of it for myself, if you don't mind. Not a lot, maybe a few ounces.
There's plenty.
Yeah.
Of course. Take
crates.
whatever you need.
And then we have... What was the guy's name? Mr. Doubloon.
Mr. Doubloon. Gadius Doubloon. Least
Okay. So, it's like, so what's the plan? What do you need, Captain?
We need to
Sell the silk?
Sell the silk, yeah.
Alright, Yargo! Bring me a couple crates.
Yard! He's just next to you with the crates.
If you got... So, do you guys want to meet up at a tavern? I'll make the sale and meet you there.
Sounds good.
Seems good. And take these items and sell them as well.
What do we got here, Captain?
2 rifles,
2 rifles.
6.
Can I keep one of those?
Of course.
Magnificent. 1 rifle.
2 rifles, 6 pistols,
6 pistols.
and see what you can get for these 2 fuse fists. Some sort of robotic arm contraptions.
Oh.
The
I need that.
Interesting.
The
The,
exploding
enemy
punchy thing.
pirate was using.
That's,
It looked quite painful.
It might help to get someone to identify these, to figure out what they do and what they're capable of.
What
My
time is
knowledge
it?
of this is very small.
You've showed up. It's early afternoon.
Are these mechanical or arcane? These fuse fists.
They appear to be mechanical. You've not seen anything that would require magic with their operation.
I mean,
Nope.
I think they're valuable, so we should definitely just sell them.
Well, we can keep them
And-
for ourselves.
I don't know how to use that. Do
No,
you?
but I mean, not even a little bit actually. But I assume you put them on your fist and punch
We have a
things.
long rest.
Yes.
Assuming things like that is how you lose an arm.
Possibly, but that's half the fun. I mean, you can lose your arm and we'll just put it back on.
I do not think it works that way,
Mr.
unfortunately.
DM, do
And this
these
is why we
fuse fists
experiment.
look like they can be used
Not
by
on
us?
me.
Yes.
Like by anybody?
You doubt any of you or any of your crew are proficient in them, but anyone could, in theory, equip them, light the fuses, and start punching things.
It's like an exotic weapon proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably have to learn it over a course of time.
Yeah. Just sell it.
Alright. We've got, what are they called? Fuse fists?
Use fist?
2 fuse fists. I mean, we gotta at least get like 300 gold for that.
We'll see.
And
I'll
I
see
have
what I
a
Where they
breastplate
sell 'em. I'm gonna buy
And a
them.
breastplate.
Show up
So,
with them
as
on.
well.
You'll never guess.
I
You're like,
had,
got rid of those. They're
Okay.
back.
Clanker adds 3 pounds of silk to the pile. I don't know where I got that, but it was in my
I just
inventory.
carved it up while you were going through the cavern.
And 3 pounds.
So since we looted everything that was on the last ship, does that mean we got our pay for, and then some for the job?
So you can
the
turn
original-
in the silk raids that were collected for a bounty. I believe there
Uh-huh.
were 8 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going for 50 apiece. So that's
Okay.
50 or 400 gold that you can just
You
go
said
cash
8
in.
silk wraith bodies?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought we just took the heads.
And did I divide up this 300
No,
GP
maybe
with
not.
everybody? I know you probably not you,
No.
but I did divide it up 5 ways.
I've got way more money than I had at the beginning of last session.
I
so-
don't. So
okay, so I think
300
I did-
divided
Yeah, I
by
don't have
5.
any
That
money.
is
300 divided by 5?
yeah,
60.
60. I can't math today. All
I never can.
right, so that's 60 GP. Just wanted to make sure.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm
So
working in accounting right now. I hope I can.
So let's go by what we have to sell. We have 1 rifle, 6 pistols, 1 exotic fist, a breastplate, 3 pounds of silk, and 8 silk wraith bodies. How much more silk is in those crates? Do you guys know?
A great deal.
While he's doing this, he's kind of got like a pen and paper down, writing down a ledger.
Mm-hmm.
How much silk do we have?
8 things.
8 pounds. How?
No,
Well, we
8.
gotta have more than 8 pounds. I bet we've got.
How much is in one?
In the crates, I am
yeah.
going to give it to you in terms of bolts
Mhm.
of silk. Each crate contains 20 bolts.
How much is in a bolt?
So 8 crates, 20 bolts. Okay.
That's like a.
Couldn't he?
Like a sheet
Couldn't
thing.
he roll a haggle check to get more than 400 gold for these?
I mean, it's all
Potentially. I mean,
persuasion.
you can always try to
That's what
haggle.
that's what I want him to do. That's the main reason I'm asking him to do it.
I will
Like-
say, since you're not selling the bodies, it's a bounty that was just put out on them. So that one's probably
but we've got a
farther.
bunch of other stuff we can sell.
But yeah, your goods that you've brought in,
Mhm.
getting a price adjustment on that's going to be easier.
Okay. Alright. Well, Yago, go with me. Clanka, Vastagia, I need you guys to do some heavy lifting.
Affirmative.
Alright, where do you need?
Picking up crates and following me towards the market.
How are you transporting these spiders?
Huh? Yargo.
Yar.
Yago, see if you can find a wheelbarrow on the ship.
Or some very strong-looking street urchins.
We could take a rope
Arr.
and tie it
Alright,
around their
and I'll
necks.
take 2 as well
Pull them in a
because
line.
that would be 8.
Okay.
If 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, they're
Yargo,
carrying crates.
6.
I need them to carry like 4 crates each if they can. I think that's doable.
So
No, that's-
carrying more than one crate is difficult
Okay, carrying more than
Um,
one. Okay.
because like these are proper bulky crates.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so maybe a. Do they have those box lifters?
Oh,
things?
wheelbarrow? That's what I was asking for. Like,
Perhaps we take a sample of the silk and tell them how much we have.
Oh yeah, they
They
may
can
have.
come pick it up.
God, you're so smart.
This is why I keep you around.
I have it, and I'm the one with the 20 intelligence.
That sounds doable.
I mean, but we don't want to leave this stuff unguarded.
We have a crew to
We have
keep
a
an
crew.
eye on it.
or we can just ask Yago too.
The High Seas Consortium is also leading their guards outside of,
Yeah.
or at least a few of them.
Oh, magnificent. We'll just leave the things here, and then we'll come back. Meet at the tavern. If you guys want to come along, you're more than welcome.
Yargo,
Yar.
keep an eye on these crates. No one leaves with them except us.
Yar.
Defend them with your life.
Yar. He pulled out a scimitar and kind of leans up against it.
I'm gonna take one of the 6 pistols. You know how to use this, Yago?
Yar.
Huh? Give him a gun.
You see, he like takes it, like flips it around his hand, kicks the hammer back, and looks at it. Yar.
Good man. And I'm gonna hand him 10 bullets,
There you go.
just to be safe.
He puts some like in a handkerchief he's got, like on his sleeve, and just kind of slides them in there.
Good man, Yago. Protect the crates. Make sure no one unsavory comes. Non-lethal first. Then go lethal if things get hairy.
Non-lethal? What kind of pirate are you?
Okay.
He opens up his chest a bit, and like, yar.
Okay, less lethal.
We're privateers.
Yeah, it looks better on resumes.
All right, government sanction. So I'm gonna head to the market, and my first stop is. There was a woman I made a deal with earlier. Mercy. Yeah, that was her name. I'm gonna go pay her a visit.
Yes.
She sold us potions, and I needed to give her things.
Complete your end of the bargain.
Yeah, which was 8 fangs, 8 eyes, and 1 ounce of silk.
All right, you make your way to her apothecary. It is open.
Okay.
She's tending some customers when you come in,
Okay.
but they pass by quickly and she eyes you. Oh, have you returned with the ingredients?
Not mostly. Silk Wraiths are quite a pain in the ass, but instead of 8 eyes, I've brought you 13. And then
More is good.
yeah, I have 6 fangs, not 8, and I apologize for that in advance. And I have 2 pounds of silk over the 1 ounce.
Well, I believe that more than makes up for it.
I do try to keep all of my contracts. Well, if I can't fulfill it, I'll overdo where I can.
I see. Well, if you are to provide me with such things, then I'll throw in a little bonus for you.
Magnificent.
Fingers through the tinctures on the desk in front of her, and she pulls out a little blue vial. This one would be handy for someone in your profession. It allows you to breathe in water
Oh,
for 1 hour.
that is quite handy.
How
Thank
many?
you.
Yeah, just remember.
Just 1. Potion of water breathing.
That's really good.
Well, if there's nothing else, I should be. Well, I'm to stay in town for a while, but before I leave, I'll make sure to pay you a visit. See if we can get a few more wares from you.
Well, I would be more than happy to make another arrangement with you.
That is magnificent. Thank you, Miss Mercer.
Fair sailing.
You too. All right.
She looks around her shop. She's
All right. So next step. Where to next? Anyone know where we're supposed to turn these in at? Turn in the
Yes,
contracts.
yes, you do know that there is a governor's mansion
Mm-hmm.
with kind of a kiosk outside where you can go and like bring your concerns or things that the governor will supposedly hear, and they're collecting the values there.
Cool. To the governor's mansion now?
Yes, let's get rid of these things.
Yeah. Before they rot.
They already smell bad enough.
True. So we'll
They're,
make.
they're mostly just leaking caustic fluid as.
I can't imagine caustic fluid smells good.
No.
All right, so we'll make our way to the governor's mansion.
Yes.
So we're like
We do
dissolving parts of the cobblestone as we walk down the street.
It doesn't dissolve that quickly. It's not like that potent.
But it's definitely like
It's unpleasant. It's
Kicking.
an acrid scent. You imagine that if you would like put it on food, it would pickle it or wither it pretty quickly.
might actually be useful under the right circumstances.
All right, so make our way to the governor's mansion kiosk. Captain, I think this is more up your alley. They usually like to speak to people of authority here.
All right. See what we can do. All right, we go in there.
All right, so you don't go to the mansion itself.
Up to the
There's
little
like
booth.
a wall around it, and right outside that wall they have like a station. There's a small stable, there's some guards. It's like a mini constabulary that's just been set up there.
We talk to the person.
Yeah, there's like a guard that always waits there to hear the concerns of
Mhm.
whoever comes up. He's just kind of chewing on that one.
What was our concerns again?
We're just turning in a bounty.
Yeah, we're trying to get,
All right.
Dead
trying to get paid.
spiders.
Excuse me, sir. We're here to
Ah.
turn in a bounty for Silk Wraith silk.
Oh, you're coming back. I guess I should expect more of you. You're the first ones.
Probably
Really?
the last.
Truly.
And
It
probably
was a
the last.
bloodbath.
Vosh favors us.
Well, how many did you bring?
Well, they're on our ship. We have 8. We cannot lug them all here. We don't have the manpower.
Well, I can send someone out to do a tally. I mean, I don't think we actually want the bodies, so you can toss them in the ocean if you want. As soon as they're counted.
By all means.
So send one of those census types out there. I don't know, look for a small guy in a cloak. Let him on your ship.
Bureaucrat.
He'll verify it.
Someone should warn Yago.
Don't send them out quite yet.
Oh, okay.
We have a guard dog.
He's quite jumpy.
So I should
Or
schedule
don't you
this for
have
the
like
evening, maybe?
That would be best.
a
Okay.
familiar or something?
Not yet.
You see him jot down a note in a little ledger he's got next to him.
What's next? We also have quite a few wares to sell. Would you know where to go for that?
So to get here,
Mm-hmm.
you have to go through almost the entirety of Vasu, which includes going through the
The Grand Market.
It has an actual name set up that's in the background.
Does that say? I thought you just went to like a.
To the apothecary.
Yeah, the Billowing Bazaar.
Billowing Bazaar.
It's just like a huge, because there's all of these sheets that are going in the wind because there's
Oh,
just
it's just like
stalls
the little
everywhere.
stick stalls with
Yeah.
the
But
like
they
in
just keep
Assassin's
going.
Yeah,
Creed.
we'll swing by there on our way back to the ship.
Yes, I need to pick up a few things.
That's probably best.
I should note, Vasu is the most city-like of the nation-states locations here. It's been pretty built up. There are large stone buildings. Like this mansion is not the only nice thing here. By most accounts, it looks like a proper city, a proper port city. So it's well established. Whatever you want, you can probably find it here.
Excellent. All right. How much is a greater health potion?
Those are 500.
See.
I have one if you want it.
I mean, if you're just gonna give it away, I'll certainly take one.
Yeah.
So have we earned any gold yet?
You
Not yet.
could acquire one at a base price here for 400.
That's too rich for my blood. I will take your greater health potion if you'll part with it.
Yes, I'll give it.
And is it okay if I grab 3 normal health potions?
50 apiece.
All
Unless
right.
you want to have them.
No, I'm not very good at haggling. It's all right.
I want to find somebody to repaint the name on the ship.
Do you have a name in mind?
Yes.
So
The Albatross.
let me know. There's 2 ways you can go about that. The formal way that you were supposed to do it is you go talk to like a charters guild. They go through all the effort of making sure that like your ship is documented as being a ship and it's a log where the merchants, everyone gets the papers the way they should.
Uh-huh.
The alternative method is you just find someone to go up there, paint over the old one, and put the new name.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Okay. I just need to know which one you were after.
It did not occur to me to even
Absolutely
care.
fine.
So, I know you said rifle, but I assume you mean the musket, the Exandria musket?
It will work that way, yes.
Okay.
Clanker just needs to pick up.
But it has a range difference, I believe.
I can edit that in here if you want to tell me what
Can
your
I
range
order
difference
the
is.
crew to do it?
It's long of 300,
Mhm.
and then the short range or the non-disadvantage range is 100.
Yeah, I think the only difference between that is like 20 feet. But yeah, customize that real quick.
Clanker just needs a. What are they called? The lanterns that only project in a cone.
Bullseye range?
Yep, that's the one.
Okay.
And 5 flasks of oil.
That'll be like 2.5.
Works for me.
Are there any magic items in this town?
Yeah, you would be able to buy some.
Really?
They're not going to be cheap though.
Like bracers of defense?
Oh,
Yeah, so you'd have to shop around.
that'd be expensive.
There are.
How-
Do you not wear armor?
Well, I don't have any magic bracers that increase my AC. That would be nice.
Well, they don't work if you wear armor, though.
Really?
Yeah, they know.
Oh.
You would want to. You would probably want like a
Cloak
cloak
of
of
protection.
protection. Yeah,
Or a ring of protection.
yeah. I think the cloak's cheaper, but
Yeah. Rings of blue, the cloaks of green.
Yeah, I need something like that.
Okay.
Cloak of protection.
I will say this to you, Captain. Those type of items don't come cheap, and I don't think we have the money in our treasury.
How much do they cost?
Normally, 1,500 gold
Really?
for the cloak. I mean, I can dash it down, maybe, but not by a lot. Those type of items are, first of all, they are difficult to make, and even more difficult to find. Most people I know who've acquired them have usually picked them off of
Well,
would-be adventurers.
Maybe once we get the money off of
the spiders.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what our total is, but yeah, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get close to that.
It's a possibility, but I'd say we see what we can get in our treasury. Which, by the way, that's another thing we should work on. Having a treasury on the ship. Something that's more of a for the job instead of personal use.
Yeah, we gotta pay the crew something, right?
Yeah.
Petty cash.
Last big thing we need is a mutiny. So,
Well, where to? You're looking for the painter first or later? For the side of the ship.
Well, I figured one of the crew will do it, right?
Yeah, if you want to just drop a couple silver for some paint.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
go
there's
ahead.
also
Do silver.
we would need to register the ship's name.
Yeah.
If Mr. Doubloon is actually going to give us the ship, it'll need a name as well as a crew registry.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Bureaucracy.
Yes, it's the cornerstone of
Annoyance.
yeah.
So.
We probably should have painted it
So-
before we landed.
But
No, it's
here's
fine.
the,
Right?
here's the real question.
Well, once it's ours, though, we can name it whatever we want.
What's gonna be our next job?
That's up to Mr. Doubloon, apparently.
So another thing that there is in Vasu is adjoining the market. There are a bunch of embassies isn't the right word, but facilities that house different notable groups that are contracting in the area. Either they are purely for mercantile purposes, or they need adventurers, or whatever odd job they need done. You can find this kind of block that's just full of different organizations and the facilities they use to organize their Vasu presence. In this particular case, you can look down that way and you do see the emblem of the High Seas Consortium. They have the largest kind of a manor-like structure that dominates half of a block on its own. Then you see the emblem of the Ebon Cabal. The city of Vasu has like an administrative building where they might give you something.
Nice to know they survived the apocalypse.
Well, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
The Dracorian Expeditionary Force, which is like the Dracorian Ascendancy, has these foreign offices, and this would be one of those. And then they have the Vesitar Corsairs, which is a somewhat kind of independent privateer company that does whatever it happens to want to do.
What is that? What was that, dude?
The Vesitar Corsairs
That's
Vesitor Archipelago.
is the name of the area. Yeah.
You know what would be really cool though? We should maybe put out a decree and search for some new crew members, right? We could do a little few interviews, like.
That is strictly your job, Captain, if you want to replace the crew. If you want to replace the crew, I am perfectly fine
No.
with that. These guys served a pirate, in other words. I am perfectly fine with putting a bullet in each of them and throwing them overboard.
This is. I should.
Yargo, execute Order 66.
I think firing them would be sufficient.
Yeah, true. They're pirates, so just let me know.
Well, you don't know if they're all there willingly.
As far as Nav's concerned, they're pirates.
Okay, because impressing the crew is a very common tactic by many groups.
Alright, so, well, I mean, maybe, we could grandfather them into the next crew, but the main thing is I want to fill certain, positions on the ship, things like cook, maybe we can have an interesting character for that.
That's
We
a
could have,
good idea. Another option.
Like a interesting character for, maybe some sort of, fill some sort of animal position.
Let me just pull something up for you.
Are you trying to one-piece us?
Yes!
We don't have 800 episodes.
Not yet, and I don't know if I want to commit to that much. But
Yes, to 800
That's a
episodes.
long ass campaign.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest pirate adventure ever.
But
So
honestly,
is there an adventurers guild?
Not in like a strict sense. Adventurers more or less usually sign on with one of these groups, or they're an independent group just doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there isn't like a guild per se where all adventurers go.
I think the consortium contracts all the jobs out, don't they?
They are going to have all the merchant-related stuff. So checking up on their colonies, protecting their vessels, recovering things that have been stolen from them. Those are going to be their type of jobs for the most part. The Evan Cabal, nobody knows. You're sworn to secrecy, and almost no one ever says anything about the work they do for them. The city of Vasu, you're either going to have to deal with things in the city itself that they want dealt with, or something nearby.
Like
because
pirates.
Yeah, hunting pirates might be something they would have you do. The Dracorian Expeditionary Force is going to be whatever the Dracorians and their god, king, emperor want. And then the Vesitar Corsairs, kind of a mixed bag. You could be doing legally sanctioned piracy. You could be doing probably not sanctioned piracy. Exploring
sounds of that.
things. Or just doing really weird personal tasks for rich people who will hire the Corsairs to take care of their dirty work that they don't want seen the light of day.
The underbelly of the city. Got it.
The good stuff.
Is that the people that that technically owns the ship?
No, that's the High Seas Consortium.
Oh, okay.
Honestly,
and so what kind of jobs are they gonna do? Because didn't we already have some deal with them?
we're trying to work something out. He's got to run it through his superiors.
All right.
They
Well,
have to find a job valuable enough for you to justify giving you a ship.
Captain,
yes.
can I speak freely?
Of course. Yeah.
You know who doesn't have to wait for paperwork? Criminals.
Yeah, but
And I think we should start doing business with them.
on the other side of that, though, Vasu is a massive marketplace. The coin here is
Think of the
constantly
black market.
overflowing. If we alienate ourselves from Vasu, we're missing out on a lot of
If-
coin.
If we're as good as we actually are, that's not even going to be a concern.
That is until, Vasu sends out their next train of privateers after
Well,
us.
it kind of is a big problem just agreeing to signing a contract with the first person you meet in the city. That's never a good idea.
If it's the High Seas Consortium, it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah. What if we did offer our silk to someone else and see if they could beat that price?
I mean, that's the full intent. They wanted the silk race. The silk is ours. To
Right.
sell to whomever we choose. What I'm
Let's
really
just
suggesting,
do whatever gets us the most money.
what I'm suggesting we do is acquire the ship by legal means, so we can still flow in and out of Vasu, and still make gold, without making enemies of the city.
See, this is why I made you second in command, okay? Because I like the sound of all of that. I don't understand all of it, but I like the sound of it. That sounds good. Let's do that.
Don't worry, Cyrus. You'll kill something soon.
I just thought we were going to be pirates. not
Privateers.
sailors.
Privateers. We'll get there. We need a ship first. All
Okay.
things in time.
So where's the next place you are headed?
Alright. I want to look. Where would there be like a mission board of
Oh, like a
adventures?
quest board.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So for jobs that would be posted, like there are bulletins outside of those areas. Some of them only say like the Cabals is just come in and talk to somebody,
Uh huh.
but they do have ones where it's like they list kind of the details of the job. You still have to like get a hold of someone. You can't just
Yeah, of course.
get it.
I mean, could I kind of preview some of those?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is
Just
available?
tell me which one you're interested in, and I'll start giving you a little bit of what they got.
I mean, just
High Seas Consortium, Cabal, Vasu, Dracorians, or the Vesitar Corsairs.
Can I get the name of the ship one more time?
Fortuitous breeze, I
Who
think.
Yes.
who would which mission pays the most?
Well, in
There's
terms
got to
of-
be a number somewhere on each of these bulletins.
Sometimes there is, yeah. The consortium is paying 500 gold for the protection of the convoy. City of Vasu is paying 1,000 gold for the head of a pirate captain.
Sounds interesting.
The expeditionary force, they don't have a posted price for theirs, or even enough detail to really make sense of what they want, other than you're going to be sent to an island somewhere to explore something. And the Vesitar Corsairs, have basically a notice of intercept this vessel, and then it simply says, for pay, take as you will.
I'm gonna take the one for the 1,000 gold, the head
The
of the
bounty?
captain. Yeah, and
That's for the city.
I'll
of
take. Yeah, I'll take that one.
Exploring the island could be bountiful as well.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's no rule saying we can't do both. But
I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for a meal and a nice warm bed.
by all means, I'll see what I can do with moving the rest of this merchandise and meet you all later.
Yeah, let's go to the tavern. I need a drink.
And what was the second posting you were interested in? About the pirate captain, but what else?
Wait,
Exploration?
what was the 500 gold one?
That was for protecting a merchant caravan. So they're not.
No, yeah, I don't like that one.
Okay.
Escort missions suck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every gamer knows this.
Yeah, I'll take the exploration one and also the take as you will one. The
Okay, Vesitar Corsairs.
Yeah, why not?
as well.
you know,
So we'll take
have
those
something
jobs,
in our quest log.
and then so we gotta let them know we're taking the ship out to do missions.
Yeah, of course. That's why we're gonna do all that in the morning.
Right. Fair enough. I guess I'll head to the market and try to push the rest of this merch.
Okay. So you go to the market. You've got a grand total of 40 bolts of silk for someone to go pick up on the ship.
Mm-hmm. Well, you said 8 crates. Each crate contains 20 bolts.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is
160 bolts.
160 bolts
Okay.
of silk.
And they are going. Each bolt will be purchased for 5 gold.
5 gold.
That's standard fare.
Standard fare. I'm gonna try to push that up to. Well, I'm gonna barter up 10 gold per bolt, mainly for the loss of life.
Okay. So you approach kind of a clearinghouse type agent, someone who does deal with the purchasing of big things. And how do you make this proposition? What is the argument?
The argument is like, do you understand that what we is like this silk? It's durable, it's useful, and first of all, it's really difficult and very dangerous to procure. We lost an entire crew and a ship, and probably more who are still stuck on that very island. The loss of life is.
Do you know how many people die every day keeping this marketplace flowing?
Do you know how many?
It's a
Not
hazard
enough.
of business. Now, if there's something extra valuable about the silk, that I would like to hear. But it is a commodity, and I will trade it at a commodity price.
Do you understand that the silk came from the queen? The silk raid, the queen herself. The very nest that she laid created these spools.
Give me your persuasion and your diplomacy.
Okay. Let's see what we can do. That is a natural 13 plus 8. Why can't I math today?
21?
Yes.
22.
21. 21.
You might be able to earn a little extra on that through an auction. Very well, I will give you a 2 gold premium per bolt.
7 gold per bolt. Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
Excellent.
I was actually shooting for 6, but 7's perfect.
Dungeons and Daisies.
Alrighty.
Daisies are the best.
I'm gonna stop trying to do math. I don't know. Because apparently I can't do it.
You bring a last pattern.
So was that all the bolts sold?
That is all the bolts effectively sold, yes.
Okay. Sweet. 96 bolts times 7 gold. 672 gold. Divide that by. I'm going to divide that by 6, just so we can get some in the treasury. That's 112 gold each, and 112 in the treasury.
All right. So you've sold the goods. Is there anything you're doing before heading back to your ship?
Nope. Silk Wraith bodies haven't been sold.
I want to buy one more health potion.
You got it.
So it's currently in the treasury.
I'll buy one as well. Just
It's,
one.
it's not a bad idea.
50 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a potion receptacle. Just to
Yeah,
let
I don't
everybody
think
know. if
I don't
go
think I
down.
used a single potion in the last.
It's not your mouth. It's just like this oil container that you flick open and pour it out.
I
It's a
like that.
lubricant, more or less. Alright.
So we're going pirate hunting?
In
If
the
our
morning.
new employers will allow it.
I'm sure they
Yeah.
wouldn't. I mean, well, I'm sure they wouldn't mind us taking out a nuisance to the entire city.
It would be a great danger to their ship.
Once
it
we
will
get
be
in
a
the
hard
tavern
sell, I think.
and we order food,
Most
and I
jobs
order
are no
my
danger to the ship.
standard 6 mugs of ale,
6
Uh,
months.
I challenge Vistagia to a rematch.
Oh no.
In arm wrestling.
You didn't learn last time.
I guess when I head back, I'm gonna head to the tavern
I flex.
and meet up
I
with them.
flex.
Okay.
Now that I've sold everything. Well, I've sold the crates. I've still got a couple other things, but those can be sold at later for.
Are you ready, Vistagia?
Where do we roll again?
I've been doing push-ups
Athletics.
and curls
And
All
snake
right.
riding.
Nice.
and
Tough-
squats.
Tough guy.
Because you know.
It's about full form fitness.
Are we doing it?
Let's do it. You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go.
Ooh.
No, you didn't.
What do you roll?
I rolled a
18
nat
plus-
18.
Plus.
What'd you get?
She got a 22.
Oh, you
Total.
rolled a natural 16, so
What's your?
What are your strength or is your result?
I have a +4.
22 and 22. Yeah. it's
You are
the same.
tied. You are both like the table is groaning under the force of the two of you pressing down on it while you're trying not to lose your ground. But neither can really best the other. You're locked in here for like a solid minute.
Uh-huh.
Just
Dang.
cannot move. I will now need Constitution checks to see who can just keep it going.
Okay.
Where is?
You ready?
It's just your score. You're just looking at your rolling with your modifier. Add it.
That
Nope, that's a saving throw. You want the one up at the top?
This one.
Yep,
Yeah.
for Constitution.
Okay. Go.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh.
I
Alright,
rolled
so what are the results?
not as high as her.
She rolled a 22.
I rolled a natural 2 over here.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. So you're going and like you're both kind of sweating, or you're kind of sweating. Vistagia is just looking at you, just mean mugging you, and
Hey,
then
look,
like
some
slowly
gold.
but surely your arm is just going down, and there is nothing you
Come
can
on.
do.
No. I gotta do one more strength check. I gotta.
I will allow you to try to do some trickery with your body to leverage yourself out of this.
So what would that be?
Just give me a raw strength.
Ready? We're doing one more pose. Is it
Alright.
opposed?
Where's the strength at?
Yeah.
It's just a strength button, yeah.
Right there, okay.
So if you roll one more 22.
Natural 20.
Aw.
So, Vistagia, you can tell you're going to win. And then someone kind of like jerks sideways and it lets him leverage his body, like whole body into your
Oh,
arm,
no.
and you go down after that blatant cheating.
Was it blatant cheating? Come on.
Yeah,
Natural
it was
20, my
definitely-
butthole.
It was definitely blatant.
I know, like
That was,
you were rolling-
That was a strength check, my friend.
so you did overpower her, but there was no way to subtly adjust your body to get that leverage.
Dirty pirate.
That's right, Captain. But you're not gonna overpower a Triton. They live under high water pressure.
As you're about, this concludes, and you're about 3 of your ales in. An individual, one of the guards that was stationed outside your ship comes walking in, and he spots you and comes walking over to your table. There's been an incident at your ship.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Yargo!
Largo.
I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it.
We didn't tell him not
It's
to.
about sunset right now, by the way.
We didn't tell him not to attack.
The person coming to inspect the spider corpses,
Yep.
he may have killed them.
I'll hurt them. Let's go. Let's just
We
go.
hurry up to the scene of the
If they
crime.
live,
Okay.
I can kill them.
Yeah, you go and the scene playing out before
They should have
you.
only been counting it, by the way.
We're gonna have to have mice and men, Yargo.
Or what?
I hope not.
We
I
need
hope
to
not
send
either.
Yargo
I
back
hope
to
not.
school. I think he needs.
Just send him back to the farm.
Yeah.
Um,
I think he skipped like first to 12th
Just keep
grade.
looking at the sunset, Yargo.
That's what got him in this mess.
Just look at the pretty flowers.
but there are more consortium members out. Gadius is there, his entourage, some other guards, another individual you haven't met, and they have their rifles pointed at a Yargo, who currently has an individual like by the hair. He's got his cutlass to him. He's Yarr!
Yargo,
He's
stand
trying
down,
yelling at
stand
him.
down.
Does anyone have a megaphone? Is there a megaphone anywhere?
No, we don't need that.
I'll
Stand down,
thaumaturgy,
Yargo. Stand
Make my
down.
voice louder.
Stand down. It's okay. They're just here to count the silk. We're
It's not worth it.
Money!
He lowers the scimitar and he lets go of the guy and then like pats his hair down a little. This is happening as like a trickle of blood is like going down from like where the scimitar was held.
It's not a good look.
Clanka, that one's on you.
Healing word. Just to get that to stop.
Thank you.
Apologize.
Apologies.
Ledger fell in the water, but it's not a big count.
Your
I'm just
what
gonna,
fell
I'm
in the
gonna just
water?
walk up and throw 5 gold in the guy's hand.
Thank you.
Oh, apologies.
Yes, this will cover any inconvenience. Thank you, sir.
What did he say fell in the water?
His ledger.
For a fee, I could retrieve it for you.
He of the gold he got, he takes one of them. Just, if you would please.
I tie off a rope to somewhere on the dock and just push down again. Do I see it?
It doesn't take much. Yeah.
Are you the bean counter?
I am the census taker. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry about that. Our attack dog. You kind of got here before we did.
I noticed.
Your ledger.
As you can
it
see-
is quite soaked.
As you can see, he is very dedicated to his work.
Thank you.
He's normally much friendlier.
I see. I'm just. Where are the spiders?
Right. Cyrus,
Below
could you show him
deck.
the way?
I'll show you to the spider hole right this way.
Okay.
He calls you. Beastly things.
Oh, they're disgusting. They smell worse than they look.
I'm gonna go talk to Gadius while he's showing the thing.
Hmm. Yes, are you and your captain prepared to go over some forms? We have a contract.
Captain, if you would, I have business.
Right.
Sure. What's the job?
Because the finder's fee for this vessel was 100 gold pieces, and the return of it was 1,000 gold pieces, we are going to provide a credit of 1,100 gold pieces to a total value of a 7,500 gold piece for the value of ship and remaining crew. Will be your debt that you will repay by serving at the behest of the High Seas Consortium, both by jobs listed in contract and in future jobs to date.
Wait. What? In what way do we owe you money?
We're buying the ship.
I told you this was a bad idea dealing with bankers.
We're buying the ship, as it turns out. They have a fee. They basically had a reward for the ship we were unaware of, which was about 11,000 gold.
1,100.
1,100 gold. On top of that, there was also the ship itself was valued at. Huh?
The chat.
Oh. The ship itself was valued at about, I'd say, 1,900, give or take. So, with the 1,100 gold credit, we've only owe 750. Doing a few jobs here and there would buy the ship for ourselves. We could rename it, register it here, and
That isn't a bad price, really.
it's really not, especially for a ship this nice. Claim it for ourselves, return the crew, hire our
But
own crew.
maybe you could roll. You can use your wordsmithing and.
Oh, I fully intend to. Don't worry. I was just really letting you know where we currently stand and what the plan of action was. If you want to see if I can get the price down, I can try my best.
Here,
We'll see.
discuss the details here with my first in command.
Let's see. The ship itself is nice. However, Captain Wellis, are you aware of the man?
It rings a bell. I don't think I knew him personally.
He is
Captain
dead.
Wellis was the captain of our former ship, a ship which the crew of this vessel killed. Frankly, we barely escaped with our lives to return the ship back to you. I believe that a additional 200 gold on the reward is at least worthy of the life of Captain Wellis. We're willing to do work, but for the price of the remaining 550 gold for the ship.
So the credit in total was 1,100 out of 7,500.
Out of 7,500?
Yes.
We, like, two of us sneak around and start untying the ship while he's
Yes,
talking?
you can certainly start. Give me a stealth check to get out of detection. Do you get anyone in on this, or you're just like, and just start trying to creep away?
Do you want to?
Yeah, I'm in.
We gotta
To
take
do
the
what?
ship while he's
I don't know, but I'm down.
What is she doing?
What are we doing?
Okay, so the remaining
I got
price
a
of the
9.
ship is.
What are we doing?
We're gonna take the ship.
Okay.
Talk to them.
6,400.
Hey, what ship?
6,400 is the remaining of the
We're
ship.
gonna sail.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot more than what I thought.
We're gonna be sailing away, and then we gotta tell them that we're leaving, and they have to hurry and get on the ship.
I'm already on the ship.
Okay.
I was talking to him. I'm gonna keep going about this like I don't know what's going on, because I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I had a 9. Does that do anything?
You all just kind of are aware of Astadia jumps over the side of the ship. You splash.
That's nothing unusual.
Yeah, that's not. A couple of the guards look over that way and you go, and
She's a Triton, don't
continue
worry.
to-
I'll just stand at the rail and look cool.
Okay.
I still don't know what's going on.
We're
Say
taking the
6,400
ship.
for the ship.
We're not paying for nothing or doing anything. We're taking it. It's ours.
Which ship?
The one we came here with.
I don't know where I'm at right now. Then I'm
You're
already
still
on the ship.
Yeah, you're already on
Where
the
are
ship.
you going?
She's
What?
going to untie it. She's
I'm
gonna-
She's
Oh,
trying to
okay.
tie from the dock.
Okay, sorry. I had no idea what was going on.
Oh.
I'm gonna throw my hand around Gladius and turn him away from the boat while I try to negotiate the price down.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume with her low roll, I picked up on what's going on. The 9.
Well, you know that Visage is not sticking around. You don't know why.
Gotcha.
If the inference you want to make is that there's something afoot, then you are free to make it.
Yeah, there's definitely something afoot.
Okay.
But I'm gonna turn away and try to talk the price down at least another 2,000 gold.
Look, honestly, we've given you a very fair deal. I'm not even trying to nickel and dime you over damages to the vessel or anything like that. It's simply a matter of we must be.
Hey,
paid.
I'll feed it- I'll-
give the man a roll.
I'll feed a rope
Roll.
off the side of the ship.
Oh, roll. Yeah, it's nothing. That's only a 15.
No, not sufficient for this.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Understandable.
Rope, how much feet? How many feet?
I'm gonna feed a piece of rope off the side of the ship so she can climb back on.
Okay. Give me. You're undoing the ropes.
Mhm.
Are you gonna try to untie them or just cut them?
I'm gonna cut them. It's quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Good gold.
Give me another stealth roll, please.
Uh,
21.
Yeah. Uh,
Understandable, Mr. Doubloon, but let's say we can work out something along the lines of we still have to feed the crew. What if you guys come with that much? At least feeding the crew when we're on our jobs.
300 gold.
you're asking for a sort of operational stipend.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We could allow for a carve-out where allowances are made for provisions.
That would be ideal. We would still, I mean, the crew is still under your employ, I assume. At least, I mean,
Yes.
you're more than welcome to see if you find any familiar faces. Any you see of the pirates, I would gladly throw overboard myself.
You'll cut the ropes and find enough that, assuming that's the way you want to do
Mm-hmm.
it. Okay.
Do you have a signal phrase for when we're ready to leave?
Honestly,
I don't think Clanker even knows what's going on.
I have no problem
Oy.
writing that in. You are entitled to certain benefits, actually, being a fully contracted crew of the consortium. The leisures of our various facilities, both in Vasu and our colonies, would be at your disposal. Both, be it wine or women, we have things in all ports, very well connected. You can take certain taxes and fees as if your captain could charge taxes and fees to both those that you do business with and any non-consortium members, as you please.
Also, once I get back on the boat, I'm gonna start loading a cannon.
Okay.
I still don't know what's happening, but I like where this is going.
And if you do well enough by the consortium, we might one day appoint you a governor of an island.
I'm not interested in politics. I just want a boat.
Oh, it comes with your own ship, or not ship, your own small fleet. You would command the resources of that island. You could appoint someone to manage it for you if you didn't want to do it yourself. It's quite a cushy job, honestly.
Oh, she's boring.
But in the meantime, the ship will add that to the contract, and then the boat kind of lurches a bit as it begins to drift.
Do I notice?
Yeah, everyone notices. Now the ship is not rigged to sail currently, so you're just kind of tilting away ever so slightly from the pier, and the plank that has been laid kind of just falls into the water.
Why is the ship moving?
Gadius
It's
and
haunted!
his assistant.
Wait. It is anchored, so how
Anchor doesn't keep you still; it just stops you from going far.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so they need to pull the anchor up, right?
Oh, that's on them.
Yeah.
I can't speak to that. I can just speak to what they've done so far.
There's drifting. There's still not. The anchor keeps you from drifting far.
You
Oh, we want to get out of
Gadius,
here.
his
The dumbest
assistant, and
fucking
two guards
plan
are up on that
ever.
boat with you, but the rest of them are just left behind on the pier. Each of them panicking.
I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna steal our own boat.
Do you just say that to it?
Huh?
That would be cool if you just said that.
No, I'm just like I'm like looking at them. I'm like, what the hell?
I'm
is
afraid I
this?
find these terms unacceptable.
That would have been the coolest thing to do.
I'm gonna start making like eyes at Solon and then back to the ship. Just shifty eyes.
What is going on here? What is going on?
I haven't the faintest clanker.
I don't know.
Hey, you there?
The ghosts of the sea are upon us.
So I just
Ooh.
I start doing
Diplomacy.
the
No,
Macarena. It's our signal. Get on the ship.
Oh boy, this is. Oh no, this is.
They're not going anywhere with that anchor down.
Oh, we're all on the
You can't
ship.
order it to be hoisted if you are captain.
Get off the damn ship! What the hell are you doing?
What is going on? Is it just drifting a little further from top?
I haven't the faintest idea. Where's Vestalgia?
I'm gonna go ahead and cut the anchor rope.
It seems
Just to
some
avoid
of
the
our
awkwardness.
crew
Oh, it's a chain.
had
Yeah.
too much to drink.
I'm gonna order some deck monkeys to lift up the anchor.
Okay, so you can go below deck and find some wine.
Yeah.
Okay, captain wants you to do
It
this.
was
Yeah.
only 6 mugs of ale. Come on. I mean,
Alright, so-
each one's a pint.
I would like to
come
float
on.
away from the awkwardness.
Yeah, you go below deck.
Yeah, I'll find two of the biggest crewmates I can. Or however many people it takes to lift up an anchor, I don't know.
Well, usually there's a wench or something
Oh,
to
yeah.
help, and yeah, so 2 will be fine.
So I decide to fire the cannon.
Where do you fire it? There's a city, boats, ocean with more boats operating on it. You somewhere on your deck? Up.
Somewhere in the distance, so they look that way.
Excellent, brilliant.
Oh, I tell this guy, I don't know them.
I need to see how Vestalgia disappears from the party. Just somewhere in the distance that'll be distracting. So it's kind of
Yeah.
just a spur in the moment. You're just firing this thing.
Blind fire.
Yeah.
Wherever it lands, it lands.
Can you give me a half of the ship that you're doing this on? Just
Port or starboard?
yeah.
Port's the left side if you're looking towards the front.
Towards the city or away from the city?
Towards the city.
All right.
Oh, no.
no.
Excellent.
Oh no.
Oh, oh man!
What's your roll?
The percentiles have spoken. You fire the cannon, and it arcs above the city, cresting higher, just missing the rooftops until it smashes square on into the main manor portion of the governor's building.
Davin stands wide-eyed and shocked.
Does anyone know what is...
The sound of yelling and then bells ringing can be heard shortly thereafter.
I think.
Well, Vestalgia just committed high treason.
Gadius
I think we
looks
just.
toward you and then his guard.
I say, call the
No, he's
guard.
running. He's done with you. He
Hey,
hops in the water.
we should probably set sail.
What's that say?
Help me, you! Help me! I can't swim! But he's trying to get the guards to come over and get him out of there.
Clanker,
Yes.
would you like to stay or go? It seems we've just committed war crimes.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself. This is not gonna end well.
As you jump something
That's not. I'm gonna do the same. Actually.
other guards on the port just begin firing at you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm ordering
Yeah.
some swab monkeys to start setting sail.
yeah, they are hurriedly trying to get the sails cast. People are working the rigging as quick as they can.
How far away is the vessel? Can we get to it?
You're there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're already on the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
This conversation was taking place
Like on the boat.
I thought it was on the dock, like next to the...
No,
okay.
the entourage was on the dock, and then you guys were negotiating your thing. You walked on to talk about what was happening and what deals we made, and then that's when it started. Your party, and then Gadius and a couple of his people were up there. So you're setting sail.
Entire crew's on our ship.
Yep. Yeah, you never told me.
Anyone
to
who's
leave.
not on our crew is on our ship.
No, they just jumped overboard. To,
Yeah, let's,
not be a part of this.
Let's get the HE double hockey 6 out of here, huh?
Yeah.
As your crew
I don't know. I'm kind of
is
toss
trying to
toss up on this
do
one.
up the sails and rigging and all that, their issue is they're being shot. How do you want to go about stopping that?
I will.
Oh, get what's shooting?
Yeah, because they're just getting blown away.
Well, our crews
They're
getting blown
like,
away?
yeah, because they have to be out in the open to do up
Right.
the rigging, and there's like 100 people with rifles just peppering your ship
Hmm.
now.
Can I use Mage Hand to throw up the sail?
No,
Okay.
there's a few hundred pounds.
Can we have
of
our big?
force needed.
Can we have our big, sexy, armor-clad cleric do the heavy work?
Yeah, you could try.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Let's defer.
I
Let's
get on
defer
the
to the
damn
captain.
boat.
Let's defer to the
Cla-
captain.
Clank,
use
I
fog
think we
cloud.
should do what we need to right now. Clanker?
Excellent.
Very
I use
well.
fog cloud, y'all.
Yeah, they no longer have a clear shot. There's just
Brilliant.
a mist with bullets randomly going through it.
Excellent.
All right, so we're gonna make a getaway, and we're gonna do a little Grand Theft boat.
How fast is
Excellent.
this ship?
Excellent. That's what we should have done from the start.
We're gonna
High
pay
seas,
0
consortium
for the
relations.
boat.
We had to sell
I don't know
our
how
stuff
fast the
first,
ship
okay?
is. We never got the specs.
That's what we should have done from the start.
Man,
We're gonna repaint it, and we're gonna put a new name on the side of it.
Now we're
gonna,
We're going
talking.
to a
we're
boat
gonna come back.
shop.
They're gonna not even recognize
They're
it.
never gonna suspect his name.
Our faces will be known to them now.
All right, how's it
Seems we are
looking, Doc?
pirates.
Your crew's getting out of there. You've lost some people, but you're able to
They'll be remembered.
get out of there.
Can I do some
I'm-
medicine to try to keep them from bleeding out?
Yeah, go ahead. There are some that might.
I'll get you saving the red shirts.
Gonna medicine check the guys.
I'm gonna cast.
No, wait.
14.
Who's the guy we've been dealing with?
He's
who
in the
can
jumped in the
recognize
water.
us? Huh?
He jumped in the water. He's not on the boat anymore.
Him and his two.
He jumped in the water.
Talking about
Yeah.
Gladius the Balloon.
The moment
yeah.
he saw that cannonball hit the governor's house, he's like, yeah, I'm not part of this. I
I don't know these guys.
This isn't our boat. It was stolen. We have not recovered it.
I
Pirates.
never will at this point.
I think I'd rather see at the bottom of the ocean at this point, just to
That's
like not
fair.
be connected.
Yeah.
Put 3 spaces in between them.
Oh, I guess this is our life
Does
now,
it look
Captain.
like we're making a clean getaway?
You're going
Might
to
as
get
well
away.
make the most of it.
There are also ships being rigged up to pursue.
That's fair. That's understandable.
And
How's our crew looking?
not
Injured.
awesome. You have
Medic!
you had about
14?
a dozen people before. You're down to like 8. How well did you do?
14.
You're down to 9.
It's still enough to run our ship, right?
No,
No?
you're
But,
gonna have to pitch in.
Okay.
Did the sail drop?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna run to the steering wheel, and because I've got water vehicles.
And we pulled the anchor up, right?
Yes.
Who did that? Okay,
Cyrus.
great.
Cyrus,
Alright.
organize that.
Cyrus, Nostalgia,
Alright,
you two
then
have
we
done
get the
this.
hell
Cover
out of
our
here.
ass. I'm getting us out of here.
I didn't know it was going to escalate that far.
Do you have any
I'm blaming
wind?
you.
Do you have any wind spells?
Any wind spells?
Wind?
I do not.
I do. Gust of wind.
That would work.
Right?
You
Could
gust
she,
of wind your
could
sails?
she gust the?
Yeah.
Could she get us a speedy
Mhm.
getaway?
Yeah, no, mages on boats are very handy.
Got it.
Yeah, you go way faster. Like, it's all slow because they're boats.
Was
and
this
they're-
Yeah.
here?
No.
But you're moving
This
3
magic
times
is
faster than everyone else
magic?
trying to leave without magic.
Excellent.
I'm
Yep.
going to.
That's great.
I don't
Is the
think
fog
I-
cloud still up?
You've sailed out of it. By the way.
Okay, I'm going to cast dancing lights and try to make it weave the opposite direction of where we are.
Oh, to make them think
Genius.
it's...
Yeah. So they see the little lights move somewhere else.
Yeah. So once you've left the pier area where like the traffic is, that's when the cannons start firing. And as that is going on, there's like these fort embankments kind of on a cliffside above the dock area. You hear the explosions, you hear the splashes, and it does seem that those lights have kind of diverted them off a bit. It's messing with their ability to gauge where your ship is because you don't have any lights on. And while they can kind of make out where you're at, it's hard to aim at dusk at a ship that's just in the middle of all this chaos. So they are firing at you with disadvantage.
Hold on to your underwear.
You remember when I warned you about the cannons? Do you remember, Cyrus?
No.
Of course you don't.
Only one hits,
Oh.
and they take they blow a bit of the railing on the side of the ship gets knocked off.
Oh no.
Um,
We needed that railing.
but it's nothing major.
Clanker, you're on repairs.
Understood.
You know how to heal ships?
He's got mending.
Oh.
No, I picked something different.
I thought you picked mending.
Oh.
I wanted to, but then I picked Toll the Dead instead.
That's why I didn't get mending, because I thought you had mending.
Oh, I love it when a plan fails.
Oh boy. I
Oh, boy.
beefed that one.
Oh, you're fine.
But as you are leaving the dock area, you do see both the ships disembarking to chase you, starting to kind of form up in your direction, and also patrol ships, which they do have, coming in to investigate what is happening.
Yeah.
What about the dancing lights, though?
We're out of the fog by this point.
Yeah, you're out of the
It's
fog,
not a big. The fog's not that big.
and you're out of the cannon range.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That's what the lights did. Was
Did we
got
escape?
hit by
Are we
lights.
escaping though? We're
We're
They're
good.
trying to
Yes.
play.
We're under.
Huh?
We're being chased.
So first you had to escape the people on the dock. You did that. Now you've escaped their artillery that is on the island and can shoot at you. Now you have to get away from the pursuit vessels
All right.
that are.
We're
I,
going about
man,
3
I
times.
manned the helm.
Is there
What do we gotta
any
roll?
beasts in
Oh, I'm on
water?
the helm already.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I've been at the
Beast.
helm. I've been
In the
steering the
water.
ship
Oh, you're on
That's
Aquaman.
probably good.
this.
because I've got water vehicles as a proficiency.
You know
That's
that near the pier, you want to get a little ways out because most sea life is going to avoid all these giant ships just going around.
Can you afford another gust of wind?
How long does that
They
last?
said
I think
use-
it's concentration, isn't it?
Yeah,
up to, like,
up
an
to
hour?
1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah, it's gotten
Not bad.
the boost away from the dock, but you can't just keep doing it forever.
All right. Well, I mean, it did help.
Yes,
So
it took off an entire volley.
Well,
of
my
cannons.
plan was
We need to do-
take
we need
over
to make a
beast
roll
and have
to
the
escape.
beast attack one of their ships.
Say that again.
My plan was to take over a beast like a giant whale or something, and have the whale attack one of their ships.
That's
Try to
ballsy,
split it.
but there's more than one.
You also have an issue of until you're out into the deep sea, there's just not going to be anything that big.
Okay.
A gust of wind would give us more space in between us and our pursuers.
so she should
I
rest
hit.
up for a
Alright.
minute, and then
Okay.
we'll do it again.
Yeah.
It should be less than a minute now, because
Short rest.
she did that. a
Short
little
rest
while
takes
ago.
more than a minute.
I think that's an hour.
It's an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
we
but
need
she
to
said she
escape.
could do it once a minute.
Oh, no,
One
so
spell.
she casts
One
a
spell is 1
and
minute.
it lasts a
Uh,
minute.
yeah.
It lasts
Oh.
for
Yeah. But that minute is long gone.
Okay.
Because it's not like combat where everything's 6 seconds.
I say we just
Phases.
blast through these patrol ships because they
We
don't
kind of don't have a choice.
really know what's going on still.
Yeah, there's a chance they don't fire on you. Because they're not 100% caught up on what's happening. So you're gambling, do they have a way to communicate that kind of a message or not?
I like gambling.
Are
Must
there
have a
any alternate flags we could hoist up?
Yeah, this ship had a number of flags in it. They had the different city-states and colonies.
Let's hoist up one of their own flags so that we appear as one of them, like another
Aren't they
patrol
definitely going to
vessel.
stop? Aren't they definitely going to try to stop us and to figure out what's going
No,
on?
we're gonna look like another patrol vessel, right? Right?
Maybe.
I go grab one of the flags, and then I command Yargo.
Yar!
He's the only one. You're the only one I trust to do this. Hoist this flag up.
Yar! And he gets the hoisting.
Okay. Yargo will get it done quick. Alright, we do that. And I'm gonna call a meeting into the captain's quarters.
I've got to steer the ship.
As long as we're actually getting away, right? We're getting away.
Yes. Everything that is an immediate threat is not getting closer to you, except for the outside ships coming in.
Okay, and we're about to pass them with this subterfuge.
Yeah, about 15-20 minutes in, that gap is closing, and the moment of truth will be known.
All right. I call a meeting around Davith.
Do we have a plan B, Captain?
I
I
get the
think
feeling
this
this
was
was plan B.
This was plan B.
This wasn't even the plan.
This, I have no idea, but we're just going with the flow, I guess. But here, I have these jobs we can pick from.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
Who are we gonna
yeah,
turn
who's
them
gonna pay
into?
us?
I think the jobs are moots now.
Is that true?
Yeah, it depends on if people are able to pick out that you attacked the governor or not.
No, I don't think they.
Nah.
Nah.
Hey, if they can't tell,
We're
you're
not
fine.
that recognizable.
How many people are on one of the
This
ships?
is way too peaceful. How is this pirate music?
I'm like, okay, what are we doing?
There are 9 crewmates, Yargo, and yourselves.
I take the peaceful music means we got away, right?
That's not quite what I had in mind.
How many ships are following us?
There are. You make out 6. With a couple of patrol vessels. The first one is passing you.
Uh-huh.
Second one is on an intercept course to you.
Don't stop.
Alright.
Just gun it.
I recognize
Do you have
this
any
music.
spells?
I've got our. I mean, I can blast them. You want me to start shooting?
Do you have any spells?
Offensively? No, but I'm
No,
not.
I mean not offensively, but anything that we can do to not have to do a ship battle with these guys. I don't want the ship to be more damaged, right? That's
Oh,
the worst thing.
I can maybe set their sails ablaze.
As
No.
as this is happening, Yargo does come. He's hoisted the flag. He went down. He's come back up. And he's holding his Gatling gun. Just yard,
You're on standby.
yard.
Do we still have that? Is that why he's holding the magic gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no
What,
idea how that
what are we
thing
doing
works.
here, Captain?
No orders, Captain.
Well, we're gonna try to pass this ship, and if they wanna get on our way, we fucking.
All right.
I'd say we pull all the stops and
Excellent.
unload on them.
Excellent. Now you're speaking my language, Captain.
So
Alright.
they are currently 500 feet out.
Extreme violence. Got it.
Do you do anything?
It tends
If
to
they
work
try to
well.
stop us,
Well, we're not bad at it. It's the one thing we. It's
Time
the
for
one
the
thing
vote.
we do well as a unit.
I'm afraid there's
time
little
to
I
enlarge
can do
the
from
vote.
range.
I'm here. Oh, sorry.
I need to make it
Forgot.
bigger, but it's hard.
we're
to
all
do.
around. We're all over
I
here.
haven't mastered this part.
No, wait. We
Ah, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
So we got this guy.
Let me
If-
give you.
Unless you want to use it.
Doesn't matter to me.
I would
either
attempt
way.
to use a scorching ray
Something
on
like
their
that.
sails as soon as they enter my range.
What's the range on that?
Let me check.
I think it's 120.
120.
Okay.
Get 240 with Spell Sniper.
Yeah.
Yargo.
Yes.
As
He's where's the flag? Right here.
that gap closes to 300 feet,
I think so.
an individual speaking artificially loud from the other boat calls out to you and says, "Cease your sailing at once! Your vessel has been found of committing crimes against the nation, the city, or the nation city of Vasu, and having committed illicit dealings. You will surrender your vessel and be boarded.
You have a fireball, right?
No, that's the third level spell.
That's not. to the
What's
next
your
level.
strongest spell?
Second level Scorching Ray.
Blast this guy in the face.
I
right?
will as soon
He
as
can't
it's
see
in
him.
range.
He's
Not in range, not in range.
No.
it's
300.
disembodied voice.
Fire
Okay,
cannon.
what about the cannons?
Do we
They
have
are in
any
cannon
point?
range.
We would have to turn our
Alright.
We would have to turn.
Turn the ship or grab the cannon and go to the front with it.
I like that second.
We're trying
like the
to
second one
we're
better,
trying to
but-
veer away from them.
But you will be
and-
firing with disadvantage if you unmoor the cannon.
That's unfortunate.
What does that mean?
Yargo.
They're like
Fire
held
up
in
the
something
magic
to help
gun.
contain the blast
Huh?
when they fire. If you take them out of it so you can roll them to the front, they're way. It's a loose cannon. It's not as accurate.
Yargo.
But we seem
Fire
to
up
have
the
gotten
magic
away
gun.
from all the other ships.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the only hangar one.
Yeah, and it was kind of coming at you from the way that you were trying to go.
I
Hit 'em
command
hard.
the crew to man the cannons.
All right, they all get on the cannons on the side of the ship that will be passing. They are currently trying to steer a little bit out of your way. You're on a collision course with them, but they are now 150 feet out.
And I'm assuming that
Heavy
you're gonna
crossbow
steer
ready.
us so we don't collide with them, right?
I'm currently playing chicken with him.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because you haven't said you're turning. And
No, I'm not turning.
You were on a collision course. They are starting to go by, but they're ready for a fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna, cause I want to get them to line up as they're trying to veer through. They're gonna get on our sides where our cannons are already loaded. That's the plan.
Okay. Yeah, so that happens. You come within that. You're in range.
All right, excellent. How many sails do they have?
3 main.
I will Scorching Ray one each.
Okay.
I got a 18 on the first attack.
Hit.
I got an 18 on the second attack.
Hit.
And I got 16 on the third attack.
Those all hit.
Excellent.
Roll them flamey damages.
I'm
I did
gonna
8 fire damage on the first
Hit
one.
on the first.
I did 8 fire damage on the
Hit
second.
on the second.
And I did 11 on the third.
All right. On the first 2, you have singed them, but they don't catch. The third one does light up.
Excellent.
It's functional still, but it needs someone to tend to it before it becomes a bigger problem. So that has gone on. Does anyone else do? You're 120 feet. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm going to help the crew man the cannons so we can.
Okay. Yeah, you can
do
assist
some-
someone with that.
I have left this mystery key and all my gold in the captain's quarters,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna jump off the ship and go to that ship.
Okay.
Do we see this? Or?
No, they don't see this. This is where I'm leaving. I
You
left
got
a
us
note.
in this mess and then abandoned us?
I left a note.
Yeah. At most, the last you might see Dahlia going overboard.
Interesting.
No, I'm going overboard to fight them, and while you guys are
But
shooting,
you haven't said anything yet, so if anyone sees you doing it, roll stealth roll. Let's see if you can sneak by the crew. It's chaotic enough. I'll say you don't need full cover. It's plausible. You can.
You
do
know
this.
what? This might work in our favor.
Awesome.
This might be recoverable.
8.
No, everyone just sees you just walk over the edge and go whoop, just jump into the water.
Captain, I have an idea.
What's that?
As you say that, you come within 100 yards, and the ships are beginning to pull up right beside each other.
Are
They
we
start
firing or
This
no?
is yours.
Surrender.
Uh,
Just go with it. Surrender. Captain, trust me.
What?
I need you to trust
I
me
don't-
here. Surrender.
What's your plan?
We're gonna blame Vastagia.
We did not
At
know
this
she
point,
was
it's too
going
late.
to do that.
They begin firing.
Yeah,
I
we
don't-
I
fire
guess you
back.
could still surrender, but they
Yeah.
are firing.
We fire back.
Okay. Yeah, you give the order.
Can I do a roll?
You have 4 cannons per side of your ship. Did you want your crew to take all the cannons off the other side and just roll them over and fire everything you got? Or did
Uh-huh.
you,
Yeah.
okay.
Everything.
All right.
That's what I
So,
meant.
yeah, you just
Pull
have
all
people-
the stops.
firing away. Some of them just get like thrown back by their cannons as they're going off.
They're not thrown
Their ship
overboard. are
does outclass yours in size, though.
Can I roll?
Yes,
I'm not like disappearing. I'm going for the ship.
I know, but there's rolls that are going on, and it takes you more time to cross the distance than it does for them to shoot each other. You basically
This is a
hop
dex-
right in time to not get into cannon fire.
Is this a dexterity plus proficiency or just dex?
Just Dex. Unless you have siege weapon expertise.
I have 9.
Alright, so strength is fine too, actually.
Really?
Yep.
That would be higher. That would be a 10.
10. You get a glancing blow on the other ship, but you don't think you did anything really.
Okay.
As these volleys are going back and forth, they D&D Beyond is perfect for this sort of a thing. Dice. Good.
Can you shield the ship at all?
No.
You're just all blasted.
I'm all blasties. I'm all blasties.
All right, so
Yeah, that's pretty useful though.
they have 8 cannons on this side of the ship, and they haven't disassembled their ship just for this. So you're currently firing with an equal number. They also have another deck layer than you, so they sit higher in the water.
Hmm.
More of a target that way.
Yeah, but so far they haven't cast any magic, and so that's gonna be our edge.
Yeah.
we're gonna be
Yeah,
blasting
they
them
did
with spells.
project that voice further than it naturally could go. So someone's doing something over there.
I'm gonna pull my spectacle glass and see if there is a wizard on their ship.
I guess I didn't put a range thing on it. Does it did it have a range limit on it?
On what?
Your spyglass.
Yeah.
I don't.
I can look it up on.
Oh,
Google
like
now.
you're talking like a spyglass.
Yeah, I was
You're just trying to see
assuming.
someone's like in
I
robes.
was assuming
or
there was
casting.
one in like the captain's quarters here or something like that.
There wasn't.
Yeah, because I don't technically have one.
Yeah, you don't have one.
Okay. But I was
Those are
hoping
pretty
that there
pricey.
was one on the ship already.
Maybe like an old cracked one that's been damaged from the different people who have violently seized the ship.
Okay.
Your ship gets hit 6 times,
That's not good.
and
I don't want you guys to drown.
wait, I can type it. You hear the sound of just wood getting battered. Splinters are flying through the air. I actually need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
I'm not great at that.
No, I'm not either.
That's cocked.
17.
Good
6.
5.
So for those who got 13 or less,
I got-
you take 8 piercing damage.
Owie!
Those who make it take 4.
I got a 15.
No, you're in the water. You're fine. 15. You'll take half then, so you'll take 4. As just wood splinters are firing like needles through the air and just puncturing things. You see several of your sailors just turning into pincushions.
Okay.
This is not how I planned on spending my day.
Your
This
ship is
may
still
be our
sailing,
last day.
but it sounds like it got beat up. You can't tell. You're gonna have to go down and investigate.
I'll go down since I don't have to breathe to take a look at it.
Clank, sink the ship.
I can if that is what we wish to do, but you will drown.
So what does it look like is gonna happen? Are we gonna get away or not?
Yeah, so what's going to happen is you're passing each other, right?
Mhm.
And then they have to turn around and then catch up to you. So if your ship is moving at full speed and you're traveling light, you don't have a load, you don't even have a full crew, it's at this point the only thing you could do to reduce the weight is throw your weapons overboard.
While we're making our pass, can I cast another spell?
Yeah, you have time.
I would like to, if I'm close enough, while we're at the What's the closest we are between the two ships?
You will cross within 60 feet of each other.
Perfect. I would like to use flaming sphere then.
Okay.
Just gonna like.
Yeah, I would like to focus the sphere right on their mainsail
Okay.
and hold it there.
Yeah, it's just like holding a lighter up to a piece of paper. It just sits there, and after a bit, begins to burn.
Excellent.
And yeah, they have to divert more people to tend to that. There's already like 3 or 4 people trying to put the back sail out. So
Excellent.
yeah, you've got roughly 10 of them now on it. They have a much better staffed ship than yours, so they're still able to do things. But
I take a pot shot with my heavy crossbow.
yeah,
That fell off the table. It's a shame. It was a 16. That's better though. 19. Plus, yeah. Where's my D10?
anything in particular you're aiming for?
Whoever was in charge.
Okay, yeah, there's kind of a person in military-looking uniform
That is.
calling orders.
10 piercing damage.
Yeah, you say, put out those fires! Reload those cannons! Run! Get the cleric!
That's great.
I'm
But
a
yeah,
healer,
you
but-
pass by, and you think you're out for now.
I can heal quite a few people at once, but the spell takes some time.
I
like
got
10
I got
minutes.
some scrapes, but I'm fine for now.
I'm fine.
They are still pursuing. They just cannot injure you at this very moment.
Okay.
Do you want an intermission here?
D and Daisy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Folks, we will be back in, let's say, 10.
Sounds good.
See you in a few.
Well, we have a ship.
Daisy's
There we go.
famous.
Not by,
Pirates now.
not by the cleanest of means, but we have a ship.
Definitely have
Technically, it was ours anyway. So
Yeah.
Well, we were gonna get it one way or another.
These guys were just being pussies about it.
Impatient.
I mean, they lost the ship, and we took it back. Finders keepers.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I was
So
hoping
it's
to
our
grind these-
ship,
I was
right.
hoping to like drain these guys. of
I
everything
know
they
you
got.
wanted to diplomacy him, but it didn't.
Yeah,
work
that
out
was.
well.
I didn't get a choice.
Yeah,
No.
fuck that.
The moment you
Yeah,
blow
fuck
up
that.
the embassy, you don't get a
The
choice.
governor's home.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great though.
That was the cooler option.
There's a pirate haven.
I'm sorry. I was.
Yeah, we're gonna need to go there pretty soon. Like,
Escape sport.
yeah, we want to go like straight there. I would imagine.
Yeah, so this, as I mentioned, I have kind of a renown system I'm working with in this for different kinds of actions. We use certain favor or disfavor with different groups.
So the consortium probably hate us and Vasu.
Yeah.
The city of Vasu were not their favorite people.
Yeah, because you don't know what damage you did. That
No.
cannonball flying directly into the living quarters of a
I'm sure.
at night.
Prime political fame, yeah.
Sure.
We may have killed the governor.
Anyone have high treason on their list of like on their bucket
We may have
list?
committed war crimes.
You are now the highest bounty in this area currently.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Well, might as well ride that title. Enjoy.
Time to
it.
dread pirates.
Huh?
I just feel sorry for all you guys. If it gets too bad, I'll just jump off the ship and walk along the bottom of the ocean.
It really is just like the broken way to get out of anything here.
Well, they're all dead. I guess I'm leaving. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
If it does, it'll happen. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not scared.
It's at least good content.
Yeah, definitely.
Predictability is the death of anything that was meant to live.
Well, it definitely made the game more exciting.
I'm not angry about the outcome. Oh, it's the Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, because it was like we're playing a pirate game, but are we pirates or are we not?
I was under the impression we were pirates.
I mean, I think that's the only option left at this point.
Excellent. I'm not mad about that.
Clanker's chaotic neutral. He doesn't give a shit either way.
Irish chaotic evil. He's happy about that.
Is he evil?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Damn. Nice.
But he's not a bloodthirsty dickhead.
So almost more lawful neutral, maybe, or lawful evil,
Maybe.
or maybe just neutral evil.
He hasn't really had a chance to flex his evil muscles yet. We haven't really did that much. Now we'll have a chance to. Now we need to go find some pirates to hire.
We need to go to Scavesport.
That sounds awesome.
Oh. Swamp Hag.
Hello, doggo.
Oh, the Swamp Troll.
I love trolls.
I don't like their healing.
Is that a river?
That's what I love about them.
This one?
You gotta hit them with acid or fire, or you're screwed.
Oh, the head's missing.
Where is the head?
No. He's always missing.
That's really rough.
How can I turn this around?
It looks like your ship kind of just sailed up. That came into a drink of what it did, and then you just shot it. Without noticing that.
Chaotic neutral.
Hope we get some street cred. Some sea cred.
Some of you welcome to Scavesport.
Well, Scavesport will think that's hilarious. Scavesport hates boss.
Good.
Clanker wasn't a big fan of
There is another option. There is a diplomatically neutral city-state where they forge all of the really nice metal things in the area. And it's way closer. Or you could look for a colony or an island that's not inhabited, you repair it. There's tons of things you can do. You have your own ship. World's your oyster. That's why I just create scenarios I think are likely you guys will do, and then
See what happens?
yeah, see where we're going to go.
See if you take the bait.
Don't write more than a couple sessions ahead.
Yeah, you never want to be too far ahead of your players.
No, it always backfires.
They do bad things. I've had to throw away pages of content.
Is this bounty useless then?
You know how? So, you know how? Well, one
Not
thing I
necessarily.
didn't expect my players to do was one of my players was playing a Dragonborn Bard, and she convinced two dragons that were guarding the gate that she was OSHA.
She was what?
OSHA.
Let me in. I need to do an inspection.
Yeah.
This fantasy kingdom cares about workers' rights and safety. Let us in.
It's like there may have been complaints from some of your minions.
We have heard that there have been an unacceptable amount of minion
Yeah.
deaths.
There's one for cats too. They all come with a little different classes.
Where's Brandon go?
Outside for a smoke, I presume. Or vape. I don't know.
Boston Terrier.
Probably not to vape, because
Chihuahua
wasn't
wasn't
really
really.
here, so not about
Out front?
What is it?
Yep.
Excuse me,
It must
gentlemen.
be a monk. Pomeranian monk.
Yeah, looks like the Husky's a ranger.
Excuse me, Jeff.
is.
No, the Pal.
Maybe
Oh,
it's
he's a
take this
paladin.
ship
That's where I was
That would be
headed.
funny.
Husky's a paladin.
and
I
they
think
start
Brandon
seeing
went
the
out
ship go
front.
away.
It's the magic
Oh,
of
yeah.
this is a bit
Yeah.
like
The master.
because you're on a merchant vessel there.
Husky paladin.
Or
Blue
that's
Hill
what your
Ranger.
crew's on.
German Shepherd.
You are
Druid,
boarding
Saint Bernard
a
Cleric,
like military
Evil
vessel. Like,
barbarian.
this is like the
Conquered
British ships and
Shannon
Pirates of the
Warrior,
Caribbean that have
Pomeranian monk.
multiple like
Yeah, it was
cannons
a-
here, and then
Dutch Hound
an army
Sorcerer.
on them.
Oh, I don't see him.
Bulldog.
Because a well-manned ship has like
Corgi
tons of
Warlock,
people on it. It's covered in people.
and a Chihuahua.
You guys having 12 was the minimum to like run the vessel you're on. That's why I was like, you can't really just go up there and start fighting. It's not going to work. There's going to be like 40 of them.
Yeah.
You're missing a doggo in your box.
I don't know. Probably in a display case somewhere. Just got separated.
Probably.
Yeah, disregard that. I sent that to the wrong person.
Okay.
The older collection? Oh.
Yeah,
I
Margaret?
bought that. I bought that.
Eye Tyrant, Eye of the Shadow, Ghost Rider, and Eye of Frost. Like, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but beholders are ugly.
Yeah, and insane.
And every beholder thinks it's the most beautiful thing that ever existed. Each one is perfect in its own mind.
Yeah. Too bad they have that glaring weakness, the big dumb eye in the middle of its face.
Yeah. Weak point here.
Yeah. You can't.
Although the fact that that eye is also a potent anti-magic field.
Yeah.
No, I texted
It was like, you can't use magic. Lucky for you, unlucky for you, I'm a ranger. Big dumb eye.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I should have kept that. I could have used it.
Huh?
The oil,
Oh.
because I'm gonna commandeer their ship, or try to.
There was a pirate who like took vessels that way outclassed him in real life. And the way he did it was,
Come here, baby.
Captain Kidd, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, this is the one where they all strip naked and then they board the enemy ship and they be so weirded, like they didn't know what was happening. Like these insane men covered in nothing but weapons
Ah, right.
would just come board their ship and they'd just be like, "Yeah, we surrender. We don't get paid enough to deal with this. Like, take it." And in exchange, like his thing was he let people live. So it was like, oh yeah, when that guy shows up, just give him the stuff. It's not worth the fight. Just give him the stuff. Even though like they rarely fought, everyone just assumed they were ferocious and crazy.
So basically, show them naked on the boat.
That's not my advice for this particular situation. I'm just noting this fun anecdotal thing of a group that fought superior force in this kind of environment and won.
Captain Bonnet was his name.
Okay.
Stead Bonnet. Yeah, he was Captain Kidd's first mate, actually. Before when Captain Kidd left, that's when he became the captain. That was his tactics. Was to just be naked and board ships.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, British sensibilities, they throw them off.
There's one thing you can count on, it's the British being prudes.
Yes.
Daisy's having the time of her.
Although there were some nice things about them. For instance, if you were a member of the British Navy
Mhm.
and you were caught for having done a rape, they would hang you.
Huh?
If British soldiers raped someone, they would get hung.
Wow.
They were like very big about keeping like conduct,
Yeah.
which most military forces could not have cared less.
Yeah, as long as like it keeps the men happy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it keeps the men happy.
So I will say it's nice that they had the thought and did it.
Yeah. Oh, a Loxodon. Those minis are hard to find.
Loxodon,
Yeah, it's hard to find like minis for.
the beast races.
Yeah, except for Tabaxi. Tabaxi pop up out of the woodwork.
No, people love cat things.
Yeah.
All my Tabaxi have been like short run joke characters.
Yeah. I like Tabaxi monks.
Yeah, they're good for monk,
I'm good for rogues.
rogue, ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Dex fighter.
Go level in Dex Fighters.
Yeah.
I actually had a friend who used to play a Tabaxi fighter, but he actually went out of his way to get a double-bladed scimitar, and then just walks around for Valinor Wood Elves, just to fight him, just so they would challenge him for it. He liked the versatileness, and he liked that it was high dex, and he was good at pole arms.
It's a nice blend.
Yeah. So, well, with the double-bladed scimitar is a dex-based, is a versatile dex-based pole arm. So, and that's what he liked. When I told him that they've released the Revenant double-bladed scimitar for 5e, he damn near creamed himself.
Like, when can I get this?
Yeah. He was like, well, you gotta kill a Valinor. He's like, I immediately recognized this music when I heard it.
Yeah, it was a fortunate find because I needed something that wasn't just like peaceful
Yeah.
flutes.
Is that I didn't realize this was royalty free.
Come again?
I didn't realize this was royalty free.
I could not use it if I were trying to sell a recording,
Gotcha.
but for streaming purposes, it is available. So as long as we don't make like DVDs of this or
Yeah.
you know, whatever the equivalent is these days, we're fine.
Oh no, there's a cream cheese shortage.
They've been saying that since before Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that mic's still on?
I turned it off. Whether or not that means the sound is actually playing through.
It is.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how it does that because this is set to mute, but I'm just going to turn it back on since it's hey, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Weird.
Is there another mic somewhere?
Not that you turned on. That's the only audio source I have enabled.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not
It's just like weird.
moronic or anything. Just a little bit.
It's dumb.
Just a little silly.
All right.
I could have given him a 13, but I decided to take the lower score.
That's fair. Intelligence is not really that useful to a fighter. Unless you're an Elder Knight.
Everyone ready
Yeah.
to resume their life of crime on the high seas?
Yes.
All right, everyone, we're settling back in. Welcome back, and as some of you may have noted, Vistagia went overboard, and we didn't hear from her since. Well, we're going to pick up right there. You are in the water.
I'm in the water.
You are in the path of the oncoming ship that is firing at your crewmates. It comes within 5 feet of you, is sailing by. What do you want to do?
Gonna try to get on it.
So you want to scale the side?
Yeah.
All right. It goes on for a ways. Let's say the ship is this big. Where along it do you want to start climbing?
Probably the back.
Okay, so over here.
Yep.
All right. I need an athletics check, please. Is enough. You start going up. by the time you're able to get up there, it has passed your ship. You've heard the roar of cannons. You have a unique view of what was happening to your ship since you're going up. There are holes that have just been blasted, like throughout the side of it. None of it is at the water level, so it looks like it'll be okay. But that's going to be a drafty ship for a while.
And if we hit a storm, that'd be a problematic.
That could be a much bigger problem. Also, your powder is exposed to the elements, and
That's not good.
other stuff. Like, it's a bad place to be, but it's still seaworthy technically. So yeah, you get to see that. You continue up, pop over. There's no one stationed back here. It's just on an active part of the ship. They're mostly on the main deck, getting their cannons ready. You see some fires that have started somehow on the sails. There's people tending to that. There's an individual with this large crossbow bolt jammed in his chest, barking orders at people. What do you want to do?
Oh man, so many options.
You're on like an upper deck area that looks over all of this.
Is
Just join
there-
his crew.
No, you should just try to be as stealthy as possible and take them out one
You
by
could
one.
try to ignite their gunpowder
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
Ooh.
take their ship down from within.
inside. Yeah.
That's a good
So-
idea.
Doing that stealthily on the top deck is probably not possible. But if you can slip below deck, you might be able to.
Yeah, didn't she just pass a porthole or something that she could see below deck?
They don't really have.
You can't really put a
enough
porthole on a
windows like
wooden
that.
ship.
Yeah,
Could she make a hole?
potentially. It would take a while. She doesn't have the right things. You just start cutting through huge planks of wood.
Okay.
Okay.
So she'll have to make a stealth check.
Is it possible to pretend like I'm helping the guy with the orders and then like stab him?
They're in uniform.
Yes, that will work.
Like, I feel like he's the captain.
You might be. You
You
want
want
to
to
just
stick
run
out like a sore thumb.
Or do you going to just walk up to him like you belong there anyway? and see what happens?
I'm gonna walk up there and try to help him and then stab him.
Roll me a stealth with charisma.
Excellent.
How does that work?
It's the idea that if you look like you belong enough, people just buy it.
Yeah.
That'll be a
22
performance.
for stealth.
How much?
22 for stealth.
Yeah, people just like they probably were
And then
asleep. They just
9 for
uniform
charisma.
on. Like they don't stop to think that they're in armor. How would that? Nah. Oh wait, you don't wear armor. You're a barbarian. So yeah, they just were sleeping in. Do we have a Triton on board? Nah. So you go through all of these people and you get right up.
And I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, for those of you watching this thing go in the distance, you see Vestagia pop over the top, walk right up to the captain or whoever it is that's been barking orders.
The one that I shot.
The one you shot. And just let out a guttural cry.
Ah. Oh,
How are
there
you
she
doing this?
is.
How are you kicking this off?
I am going to stab him.
You have advantage.
Where is Okay, I'm gonna take my short sword and just try to run him through.
Roll to attempt to hit.
$26.
Was that a crit? Is that
Yeah.
natural?
Yeah, 20
Yeah.
plus 6. Natural 20.
Okay, roll the damage.
I'm Vestagia Diamond, y'all.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Roll the piercing.
Yep.
6 plus. Or wait, no, we don't do
Can
roll
we hear?
full.
Can we
do-
hear your battle
Do
cry?
we?
Yeah, we do roll in full. The enemies don't get roll in full. You
7.
Okay.
do. How much?
7.
Yo, let's hear your battle.
Oh,
Yeah, but I want to hear your battle
D&D
cry.
Beyond doesn't be rolling full.
Ah! Okay, yeah, so just roll out the damage and then add the full die in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty good.
Just crying out there,
Really
ah! And then right into the chest. He goes, oh! Oh!
He's like, wait, we don't have a Triton on board.
He's not dead, but he's wounded.
He's
Very surprised.
You've
That
got
was
another
your-
attack you can get off
Yeah.
on.
So I attacked him with my trident then.
You still have advantage.
22.
That will hit.
Which one do I
This
roll?
guy is
The
dead. This
piercing?
guy is so
Huh?
dead.
The top one or the bottom one?
It's the
bottom.
top one. The bottom one is if you use two hands.
Or, oh wait, yeah, is the?
6.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah, so you do that, and you just kind of stab him in the face. He's struggling. You just kind of whip him down, and he's not dead, but effectively incapacitated right now as he's drowning in his own blood on the floor of the ship.
He's mortally wounded.
Then I rip out the arrow.
I rip out his heart.
From the bolt that was in him. Okay. You say anything when you do this, or you just?
I
Yeah,
just
this is
rip it
nice.
out, and does anybody want to mess with me?
With that initiative.
Oh boy. No, we can't help you.
Oh,
If it gets too bad, you can always disengage and just jump in the water.
where is it?
Initiative. It should be toward the top.
Right
of the
next to
character
your armor class.
And your
Okay.
walking speed. Or swimming speed. I don't know what it displays on yours.
12.
It's not terrible.
They go first.
Oh boy.
Do we all roll initiative?
No,
Okay.
the rest of you are too far away and moving away too quickly.
Yeah, because as far as I know, I'm still steering the ship away.
Yep.
She's sacrificing herself for us.
Yeah, you guys watched
She'll come back.
as all of these people who were armed and firing at you just a moment ago have just forgotten about you for a moment and have turned around to fire at Vistagia. And what is probably the most overkill firing squad ever just starts unloading into you.
Oh no.
Now, I am going, because you are a barbarian, and you are raging, and you are at full health, there is a chance that you might even live through this.
That'd be cool.
So, we're gonna roll all of these rifle attacks. And we're gonna see what happens.
Wait,
Rifle attacks?
Don't they have to equip their rifles? Because they were just shooting cannons just a second ago.
They've got crew members firing cannons. The Marines are there with rifles.
Okay,
They're a fully crewed boat with a proper outfit.
okay.
So yeah, the people who were shooting at you guys a moment ago turned around with a more immediate threat.
And meanwhile, we get the hell out of them.
Yep. Yep, because they're not even steering the ship or anything right now.
Excellent.
Precious time is being bought.
Yes. That's all we need is just some time.
And a mending spell, guys.
Level,
What do you
I think
do?
level 10 I get another cantrip. I'll definitely take it this time.
Honestly, I don't know
All
if I
depends
was able to
what
get it or not.
What does it do?
Checking that.
They have to make a wisdom save, and if they fail, they take, well, if they've got all their health points, it's 1d8, but if they are down any health points, it's 1d12. And at 5th level, that goes up to 2d12, and then 11th level, it goes up to 3d12. It's a good one. 60-foot range. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Enough clicking!
I know, right?
Oh, it's lagging.
Ow.
I wonder why.
I get
What's her AC?
1, 2, 3, 4,
17?
5, 6, 7, 8 hits.
Hey, Jesse, grab that
How
die.
much damage does your rifle do?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. We would technically know that since we have somebody who has one.
That is 47 damage.
Or did something fall out of your bag?
It's my dice.
Yeah, really.
My bad.
You
I'll
go
fight.
down.
I have 41.
Yeah. So you guys
I've used it every
This
game.
is awesome.
Is that after?
Beautiful.
She's enraged, right?
What's it made out
have.
of?
That's right.
It's
Have.
stone.
You're up.
What?
You take
You
half
are
damage.
filled with arrows, but you're still alive.
Bullets.
Bullets, yes, bullets.
Ow.
You are
How much damage?
Half?
47, but
Halved
halved down to
to-
23.
How are you still standing?
Good old rage. Rage is no joke.
As the volley is done, you see them hurriedly trying to reload the rifles. There
I'd be
is a
terrified.
rather copious amount of gunpowder in the middle of this deck that is being used to fuel their cannons up here. With everyone guarding it, currently reloading their guns.
Everybody's guarding
The people who
nobody's
are
guarding.
busy.
They are guarding it, but they're guarding it by shooting at you when they are currently reloading their weapons.
You can either run or blow up in glorious fury.
You have torches? They often come and
it.
start.
Oh, like, go.
Do you have a flint and steel to just run over and go on some gunpowder? Do you have starting gear?
I think most starting gear comes with a tinderbox, doesn't it?
I think
Oh.
almost every pack has
I know the
some
Scholars
sort.
pack.
You have an
doesn't.
ever-bright lantern you can throw
Yeah.
on top of it.
There we go. I throw the lantern on the gunpowder.
Okay, so
And I run over to it and I stand in the middle of it.
What?
well, you throw it and then run over to it. Like you don't like at least run up to it and like football like end zone the thing like. Give me the move you're doing. I'm trying to
Huh?
picture it and like describe what it is you're doing.
Like I run over to it like a touchdown.
Okay. You end
And
zone
I
spike.
throw it down and then I jump off the boat.
Well, we'll see. So this pile is a combination of several things. There are these charge crates, which is where most of the loose gunpowder is. There are the balls themselves. There are different supplies for various things they need up there. You go running up to it, and over just this mass of equipment, throw your lantern down. The rest of you see this light in the distance, and then it's like, well, it's a lantern, so they already have some lights up on their ship already because they have to be able to see. But you see this light move through all the rest, and then it vanishes for a moment, and there's like a big blink, and fire just erupts off the ship that was pursuing you.
A mini nuke going off.
Okay.
Beautiful.
You hear this nothing except for a loud explosion, flames crackling, and these blackened, charred hull of a ship sailing without direction away from you.
That was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Whether or not Vistagia has survived, you will never know,
It was enough.
unless Vistagia shows up at a later point. But you don't know if she survived
But-
that.
She's
I did
definitely
leave a
dead.
note.
That's the third explosion Visasius calls today.
I did leave a note that says, "Crew, I have decided to try and go help. If you read this, you won't see me again. I enjoyed sailing with you, and it was fun doing arm wrestling matches with Solon. Best wishes to your adventures, V."
And committing war crimes.
And I left a mystery key and all my gold. I had 111.
I don't need it where I'm
I
going.
put the mystery key in my.
5% chance to open anything.
Okay,
But then it goes poof.
you're out.
We're free.
So, do we have a moment to catch our breath?
You do. The
Oh.
only threat there was is a burning Hulk drifting away.
We should probably do head count.
Yeah,
113
We are down
gold.
at least one.
I left.
Oh, thanks.
we're down more than that.
Huh?
Yeah, I think we lost a few boys.
Yeah, there's like 4 dead guys. Or no.
And
How many was it?
Nostalgia's gone.
Keeping it.
I haven't decided if that's a blessing or a curse yet.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to escalate that far. I thought she was playing a little pranky doodle on you guys.
No, she only, tried to kill the governor.
Yeah.
If not successfully killed the governor, the jury's still out on that
It
one.
did strike the bedchambers. Fair
Yeah.
chance he is dead.
Very
Yeah.
unfortunate chance.
Or she.
She ran away with my heart.
I think she might have blew up with your heart. I'm pretty sure she got blown up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, now there's another.
My brain!
Are you awake?
Well, what's the
Alright.
next step?
Head challenge. God.
No,
How-
we need repairs.
I-
Before
We'll have,
the boat
we-
sinks.
we'll have to dock to get repairs. None of us know how to repair a boat.
I should
And-
train in carpentry.
How many crewmates do we have left?
5.
5. Alright. Excellent.
Even if you all pitch in, your ship in adverse conditions is too much for you to handle. Even if it were in full condition, which it is not.
Okay.
So
Too much
So
to
we're-
handle,
so we're
like to sail.
Yes.
we don't have enough people to sail it safely.
So we need to get to that free port that you mentioned.
Scabesport.
So there are options. Scapesport is the best place if you are an outlaw to go. If you're trying to avoid any authorities.
That's
because
where we're gonna go.
they don't allow them there at all. However, there is closer to you the city-state of Regos, which is independent and ruled by a semi-secretive technocracy which rules over the island, and they design engineering things and whatnot.
How are their relations with Vasu?
They do trade with them, but they aren't allies.
Do they have like an extradition treaty?
No,
or-
no, they're
Okay.
fully independent.
Okay.
No, definitely.
Regos is reclusive and doesn't really. Their leadership does not really collaborate with any other party. They are 3 times closer to you than Scapesport.
Definitely the outlaw city. That's where.
Yeah,
we
how
wanna
far
go.
is Scapesport?
We can-
Scapesport is on almost the opposite side of the archipelago.
If
How
it-
difficult would it be to get there?
If a storm comes in, you will die.
Wait, what's the closest place?
Regos.
Scapesport is, Regos is the closest, like, full-fledged place. You could also try to find a colony, and see if you could seek refuge there, because they are allied to all sorts of different things, and it's hard to tell who is friends and who isn't with them until you're there.
It's called
Regos.
Regos.
I think let's
Get
Regos
close
be
to
our
one.
next stop. We can
Get-
get the
get
ship
repaired.
repaired and then
Yeah.
head to Scapesport from there.
Yes.
Yeah. Couldn't have
Go
said it
where?
better myself.
Regos.
Regos first.
Yeah,
then
what? Yeah, what? Yeah,
Scapesport.
that sounds good.
Go to Regos, get
That's
the
the
ship
closest
repaired,
place.
and then head to Scapesport from there.
If the wind is not disfavorable, you can arrive at Regos in 3 days.
Oh, boy.
If it isn't,
We're gonna have. Well,
You're in a
no,
bad
yeah.
spot.
Wait, we don't have Vistagia anymore to cast wind spell.
no.
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 And Visagia can only do that for like little bursts. It can't be like continued.
No, but it was helpful.
All right. Well, it's going to be a long 3 days, boys.
Indeed.
Yep.
Whoever goes down into the underbelly of your ship
Clanker would
first,
definitely go down there.
it is just riddled with holes. There are the breeze of the sea flows freely through the ship right now. Only your
Morbidly
bottom deck
beautiful.
is not wrecked because it was just too low in the water from where their cannons were.
Clanker, how's the bottom deck?
We will not sink if the waves do not get too high.
So you're not gonna
Otherwise-
rust down there?
I should not.
Good to know.
I said you awoke from underwater and you were fine.
Does it look repairable?
Yeah, I was down
Yeah,
there for
yeah,
like 3 years, I
you-
think.
Not with anything you have on board, but if you were in a shipyard, they could do it.
Yeah.
We hit town, get our ship fixed, maybe find a few seedy characters that want to join the crew.
Exactly. There we go.
Replenish our crew, yeah. We don't have a lot in the ship treasury, but we can hire a crew.
Is anyone injured?
I got some alloys, but nothing that a good night's rest won't fix.
Just scrapes, nothing major.
Admirable. What about the rest of our crew? Are any of them like currently dying?
Anyone who was dying is already dead,
Okay.
and then anyone who isn't is okay. Their death saves are
How's their
done
morale?
really on it. Well,
Low.
not great.
I will buy each of you one drink. One when we get to town. In celebration.
We're all
One.
okay.
I'm gonna set the ship on a course to
Let's see, I assume we're already on our way there.
yes. The name escaped me.
Ray.
Ragos.
Ragos.
Thank you.
Dracos.
Alright, on the way there, I want to go over the details on that bounty on the pirate.
To see who's
The
actually
$1,000
offering a reward for it.
$1,000 gold piece bounty. And also, like, any details, like,
So with the bounty, the pirate is by the name of Laysar Plake. He has been seen aboard several different vessels, so there's not like a ship name you're given to look for, just who he is. He has been spotted primarily east of Vasu, and it is suspected that he is hiding out somewhere in the islands that way.
what's his race?
Human.
And does it have a picture?
There's an illustration. It's an individual with a. He's clean shaven, and he has long but well kept hair. He actually looks to be wearing like an old military uniform.
Does it look young or old?
Middle age.
Does it say who is offering the bounty on it?
The city of Vasu.
No.
We're not going to be able to collect on that.
I mean, we can
Send somebody.
We could. We could.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they know our whole crew.
I can cast Gentle Repose on a head so it doesn't rot, and then we could just send them off with it.
Yeah, is it dead or alive?
Hopefully.
Yep, dead or alive.
That sounds good. Yeah, we can get away with that. It's 1,000 gold pieces. I mean, alright. So yeah, I'll just keep that in mind. And we head to the place.
Okay.
Should we split up the gold that Vestagia left?
I elect we put it back in the treasury.
A wise decision.
I don't tell you guys about that.
Oh, okay.
Good enough.
Well, if we're going brigand, you know.
Pirate captain's gonna pirate. All right. Well,
Yeah, she didn't mention anything in their note about that, so.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Can't argue that.
Do you want to do the journey to Ragos tonight? Or
Yeah, I think we should head that way immediately. Yeah, Captain.
Okay.
Yes.
Setting sail.
I think it means how late do we want to go?
Yeah, if we're gonna play, or do we want to pick that up next time?
I think that's what.
What time is it?
It's
11:06.
11:06.
What's the crowd feeling?
I'm good to go.
I can go either way, honestly.
I can go a little bit longer.
I'm here as long as you're here.
Well,
You're
that's
all
what I
right.
We can at least see what the place is like. And,
Yeah.
Sure.
Get our ship fixed.
That would be excellent.
So your first day of sail is not particularly eventful in terms of running into something,
It's a good day.
but the weather is starting to turn.
How big are these holes in the side? Are they larger in any dimension than 1 foot?
Yes, all of them.
I couldn't have mended those anyway. Do we have any like scrap wood and nails on the boat?
We didn't have
You
time to stock it.
Like there is just some basic supplies for fixing stuff up around the ship, but it's the damage is where there is no meaningful repair you can make.
Yeah.
It's not gonna sink, but yeah, we need to get it fixed.
As long as we don't hit a storm, we should make it.
Like a
there.
house missing a wall might still be able to stand, but
Yeah.
At some point, you're gonna want to replace that wall.
yeah.
Before it collapses in on the rest of the house. Yeah.
So, weather is turning. You are 2 days out.
I want to make, there's no mechanical benefit, but a prayer to Vosh for calm seas. And
I'll also make a prayer to Vosh.
You know that Vosh can be appeased by tossing things of value into the ocean.
I throw 20 gold in.
Hey, Kalenka. Throw
Yes.
Cyrus over. Oh, wait, it's gotta be something of value.
Oh.
I figured that's where you were
Hey.
going with that.
Oh, that hurt my Fifi. That's fair.
And I also make a prayer to Vosh that if Astagia is dead, guide her soul to the underworld.
She's
where
almost,
she needs to
almost definitely, certainly dead.
To his eternal sea.
go. Yes.
I'm over here lifting weights. Cyrus, do you even lift, bro?
I don't. I do not. Exercise makes me sweaty.
I do not sweat. That seems as if it would be annoying.
I assume we got a full rest for the day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Excellent.
So you say the chorus, pray to Vosh. You toss 20 gold. Did anyone else give anything?
I'm not that religious.
I worship the stars.
Alright. No one else?
Hopefully Clankers is enough.
I'll throw a silver piece. No, I'm out of silver. I'll throw my 7 copper.
And how specifically did you word the prayer?
For calm seas on the way to Ragos and safe passage to the afterlife for Vastagia, if possible.
Okay.
And I say a prayer as well with 7 copper.
All right. I will note, Vosh is known for being a rather capricious god. If he feels slighted,
Maybe
he'll do something.
don't give him the copper.
The 6 copper
Oh.
might be an insult to Vosh.
Oh, and I'll put 3 gold pieces.
Maybe just the gold.
Okay. Okay, just the gold. Yeah.
Clanker would advise just the gold.
Okay.
And he'll throw another 5 in. Fingers crossed.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey, gold is gold, man. That's a lot of gold.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to die in a storm, but gold is gold. I'm not that religious.
If we sink, you will all drown. I cannot save you from drowning.
Nah, I got a good feeling. We've been awfully lucky up to this point. Why would that change?
A lot, really.
Luck is a strange concept.
Nah, if we can get to Pirate Town, we'll be fine.
Maybe.
Okay. You continue on, and it looks like there's some rain going on. You hear distant thunder, but it sounds like the worst of the storm is away and is not going to hit you. Goes into the night.
Tell Vosh I said thank you.
I will do this.
All right.
And then around midnight, the seas are very calm.
What's the moon like?
And then you hear a
There
loud
is no moon.
bump
Oh,
against
yeah.
the bottom of your ship.
Damn, nothing is ever easy.
A little
Is everyone asleep?
A little bumpy.
I'm awake,
Yeah.
so I'm doing something.
So anyone who wants to be up at this hour can. I would assume you were sleeping unless you specifically tell me.
I would be asleep.
At what hour?
Midnight.
Midnight.
I was awake looking at the stars and doing a dance with my swords.
That makes sense.
I'm awake.
Okay.
And I was looking over maps in the captain's quarters. Well,
Yeah, there is some useful stuff in there. But for now,
Would he have felt the bump too?
oh, the whole ship did.
Okay. What was that?
Oh, you're below deck?
No, I'm up in the crow's nest.
Oh, I was on the deck.
I'll slide down on a rope though. Get down on the deck.
I'm not sure, but I did not like it. Sounds like it came from below.
That almost spilled my drink.
You want to check it out?
I am the only one who can at this point.
I rushed down below deck.
All right, so you go down and have a look at what that
Oh,
could
wait.
then.
The Kraken.
I hope not a kraken. I don't think we can handle a kraken.
We don't know what's cracking.
If we start seeing tentacles coming up on all sides of the ship, we're probably screwed.
We'll be fine.
Then you hear screaming from down below.
Oh no.
Oh, damn.
Am I still asleep?
Not now, because this is the deck just below you. And who runs down there first?
I think Solon said he was rushing down there first. Yeah.
Okay, so Solon, you go down the steps to find where the last of your supplies are.
Is that an orca?
You see an orca has burst through
Oh
the
God!
side of your ship.
Oh, fuck.
Doesn't look like
And
it's
it
done
has
this
one of your
intense
crew
fo-
members.
Oh God!
Okay,
Now,
we're gonna have to kill a vertebrate.
Is it Vestalgia? Have you messed up?
This is awful.
you see Visaggio's body is
The
like,
orca, the killer whale.
just in there, like stuck in a tooth.
Is one of our crew? Is it Vestalgia?
No,
Okay.
it's one of your crew members is being devoured by it.
Is he dead?
Belongs to the orca now.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, I'll go below decks and
Now, are we
see.
gonna
rolling
scorching
initiative
ray it.
on this thing?
What's that?
You gotta roll initiative?
Yes.
Can I? Do I need to roll initiative or can I attack it first?
I'm gonna need initiative.
There.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
Got. Ooh, that was really good. I got 20.
4.
No more peaceful music. It's battle music again.
Play some God of War music.
That's probably copyright.
No, you can play when you're streaming like this.
Oh wow,
It's fine as long as you are not selling it.
cool.
So it turns out we don't have to worry about that for now.
Good to know. Unless the legislation changes, I guess.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to murder this thing.
Yeah. Free Willy.
Is this this is the deck that's below water, right?
Yes.
Oh, you guys are screwed.
It's not submerged completely. How deep is the water?
How deep is the water?
Yeah.
Like
Well, the water that we're because you said it's underwater, right? The deck we're at.
Yes.
Is it completely underwater?
Well, like it's not flooded yet. Water is coming in from where the orca burst through.
Right.
But it's this part is like below the water line of your ship.
Okay. So is it like knee deep? So if standing in it, if it's a knee deep, ankle deep, chest deep,
Chest deep
chest deep. Okay.
if it fills up.
So difficult terrain.
Once it fills up, not yet.
Okay.
It will also eventually lead to your ship just sinking.
Right.
So I have a initiative. Davith 20,
Mm-hmm.
Cyrus,
13.
Bunker,
4. Yeah.
For initiative?
huh?
not good.
At least I'm not the only one.
It is 5.
Okay. So first will be Davith.
Coco.
Shoot it.
Yeah, alright, let's see what we got here. No, that's an action. Well, I'm not gonna bother with that. It's a stupid orca, and I hate stupid orcas. I'm gonna shoot it with my pistol. That is natural 20.
Nice. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, max damage is 14 plus 1d10 plus 4.
See how much hurt you can put on this thing.
8, so 14 plus 8,
22.
22. Yeah.
It's a very nice shot.
Yeah, and then bonus action. No, I'm not gonna take a bonus action. Yeah. I'm not gonna take a bonus action. I don't have anything I can do.
Okay.
I think that matters.
Next on the initiative order then, Cyrus.
I'm gonna cast a level 2 acid arrow.
Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, what?
Is that gonna melt the ship?
Nah.
No,
Okay.
it's only affects what it wants to affect because it's magical.
Nice. Nice.
Maybe not. I only got a 10.
It does not hit.
Dang. Oh, that's my turn.
Okay. That will make it its turn. The orca is. Who's up front there?
Solon.
Solon.
Solon. Its giant mouth opens up and it lunges itself through the ship toward you. You're 10 feet away, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Its big eyes look
Well,
vacant, as though it is a vessel of
There's a
something
5
else.
foot square between us.
Yeah, 10. So you're 10 feet away from it.
Okay.
Oh. He only got a 12 to hit, so I think he misses you.
Nice.
So yeah, he's like breaking through wooden stuff, trying to like wiggle his body.
Yeah, because the
Did you
orcas
do?
will
You
beach
said his eyes
themselves.
look weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that is its turn, so Solon then Clanker.
Alright, I'm gonna go up and use a superiority dice and
Okay.
You want to get
double
closer?
strike it. Yeah.
That way we can flank it.
Alright?
Yep.
I'm gonna try to do a push attack. Get the fuck out of my boat.
Don't say you can't push things, something this big.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's
Well, one of them, I rolled a natural 17, so that's probably gonna hit.
That'll hit.
And then the other one, got a 9 plus 6. So it's 15.
15.
That'll hit.
Alright, so, can I push it out of the boat?
No, you just don't have the capacity to move something that large.
I think it's got to be, what is it, one size bigger than you? Is the
Alright,
most? Yeah.
well,
And this thing's what, huge?
do we have advantage on it?
Yes.
Because it's not in water?
I'll give that to you. In fact, that would affect your acid arrow.
Did it? Okay. I got a 14.
That does the trick. So both of you want to roll up your damage and let me know.
Melt his ass.
Okay.
I did 13 acid damage.
Okay.
Okay, that's
You just go.
And it'll do
And
an
then it
additional.
slams its head sideways and breaks a beam.
At the end of the orca's turn, it will do an additional 7 acid damage.
I did a total of 12 damage. Not very good.
Whoa.
I'll take 7 a turn.
Get out of our ship!
I don't think it understands.
And
It will soon.
I think
And
that, I think it will.
I'll do the goading attack on it instead.
Okay,
because
it has a
since
wisdom
I can't
save
do
to
the
make.
Huh?
Yeah, it should be a wisdom save.
DC 14.
Yeah.
13. So he fails.
Okay.
He's goaded. He'll stop breaking the ship and just attack you. All right, Clanker.
I'm gonna flank this bad boy. Try to put a hand on him and say, "Get off my ship."
Get out of here.
And level 2 inflict wounds. Please don't miss. Can't tell if it's a 9 or a 6. I'm gonna assume a 6. Yeah. 15 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, good. Let's see, 4d10 necrotic damage.
Jesus.
5 plus
Your paper fell.
7. Oh no.
There you go.
You've turned invisible.
5 plus 7. That's 12, right?
Yes.
Plus 9.
Oh,
1.
21.
Plus 3.
24.
24 necrotic damage.
All right, cool.
Very nice.
Wait, it's still standing?
It is still alive.
Still swimming?
By the
It
stars.
lets out a distressed moan.
I'll also say something is wrong with its eyes.
I'll carve them out and we'll examine them.
They got a bloodthirsty look about it.
I'm not
Obviously.
quite certain. It seems as if it's a vessel for something.
It's my go again, right?
Freak.
Yeah, yes it is.
Okay. I'm gonna draw both my rapiers this turn.
Ooh,
So I'm dual wielding these.
do some fancy footwork.
Yeah. First attack with the first one is 24.
Hit.
And that is damage 1d8 plus 6. That is 13 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
And then bonus action. Oh, wait, no, I'm going to pop my defensive flourish on top of it.
Okay.
So I get to do an extra, what is it, d6 now for my Bardic Inspiration? I think it's still d6.
Yeah, up till.
Yeah, d6. I roll an extra
6th
d6.
level?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm using my defensive flourish, so. Oh, an extra 5 damage on top of that. And my
Okay.
AC goes up by 5.
Now, is that the end of.
No, it's just the first attack.
Okay, you got another attack.
Ooh, man, 22 AC. Love it. Next attack is going to be my offhanded 2-weapon fighting. So that's. Yeah, 2-weapon fighting. That's just 1. Yeah. It's 1d8. So that is 24 again.
That'll hit.
And then 1d8 for damage. 2.
Well, that 2 is enough to finish it.
Holy crap!
That's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it kind of just. The look leaves its eyes, and you just see pain and confusion, and then blankness. And it's just kind of stuck in your ship now.
Is it plugging the
That's
hole?
pretty neat.
Mostly.
Leave
That-
it.
That's free.
No, we're gonna butcher it and.
If you open that up, you widen the hole and water floods in.
It's already
you're
in
gonna-
the boat.
You're going to
Right.
need someone on active duty by getting water out of here, but it's trickling in as opposed to pouring in.
Yeah, because
But
the
if we,
whale's
if we
wedging
were to
it.
move the whale, it would just come pouring in.
Yeah. It wasn't fully in. It was just
Well,
like
the-
wedged itself in.
Yeah, we'll just keep it there until we get to town,
Yeah.
and we'll see if they can knock a price off fixing the ship if the
We'll give you a
the dead
whale.
orca.
Whale blubber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
They can make so much lamp oil out of
Yeah.
it.
We're better off with lamp oil than we are with land wells.
Yeah, you have a 4,000-pound whale on your ship.
Something was controlling this creature.
You said something was wrong with its eyes?
That's just
I'm gonna
concerning.
whip out my dagger and try to cut the eyes out to examine
The
them.
look has left its eye
Give me a
when
survival,
it
please.
died.
Ugh. I thought we weren't butt trying yet.
This is more of an
survival is
autopsy.
21.
Yeah, it takes a bit, but you're able to get a whole whale's eye.
Does it look like it's magically enchanted or something's wrong with it? Okay.
No, you need to take his tooth.
And that's where its soul is.
That is a prize.
I don't
Make a
think
necklace
that's how
out of
that works.
Uh,
Necklace.
Although,
I'm gonna go to sleep.
although while I'm here, I'm gonna try to cut out a couple teeth.
Okay. That is fine.
That is 14.
Yeah, you don't get your favorite, but you get several intact.
How many do I get in total?
How long do you want to be at it?
Oh, I just want to get 4 of them.
You can get that, no problem.
Cool. So I give each of you a tooth.
Can I make
I have
any
one.
kind of check on this whale as to what the hell was
Whale
going on with it?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a wisdom.
Thank you.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Just a straight wisdom.
Just wisdom.
That's gonna be... Oh, that's not very good at all. That's an 8.
You don't know, but when you made contact with it, you felt a familiar presence.
Familiar as in...
You're not able to place it.
Alright. So, on to day 2.
On to day 2.
Do we mark a long rest?
Mm-hmm.
I lose my AC. I'll miss you, AC. You're quite the.
Okay.
By the way, I'll tell you after the game. It's Brandon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's from Brandon. Just an idea I have.
There it goes. With that, you are sailing out, and late morning, and you spot what looks to be an elven ship in the horizon. They have a more sleek profile. They have banners all over their ships, the Argatians. And it's not really coming towards you, it's just nearby. And then you see 3 other vessels kind of coming from off on the horizon and appear to be making a beeline for it.
Alright.
You are away from this currently.
How much do we know about the elves of Argatia?
They are usually unpleasant to deal with. They're not necessarily hostile, unless you've done something
Just
to
takes.
get their attention. Almost never are they pirates.
Alright.
And you said so? You said we saw people running from them, or just saw?
You saw 3 ships
And the
make,
3 ships.
moving to intercept it.
Oh.
Do the 3 ships are they waving Davy Jones or
So
official flags?
they don't have any unusual flags. They look like merchant flags, but then as they get closer to the ship, they lower and they hoist flags.
Jolly Rogers.
Well, they don't use Jolly Rogers this particular setting, but they do have what you have seen before. It's the reavers that you took your ship from. Their banners go up, and they are
Intercepting an Argatian ship.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, nice.
I command the crew. We're going to go help the elves.
What?
Captain Brendan,
I'm afraid as your
I have a
first
strict
officer,
policy
I
of
must
not
object.
dealing with Argatians.
They are not to be trifled with.
They're not to be saved. That's for damn sure.
Well, I don't want any treasure on their ship
we should-
sinking to the bottom of the ocean.
We should help the
Let's
pirate.
assess what they have, and then
I will note
we can take.
Our ship is hobbled.
there are 4 of you,
Yeah.
and Zargo, and 3 generic crew members.
3 red
Because
shirts.
one of them is in the bottom bailing water constantly.
If we try to
So-
help
so
these
we're
Argations,
undermanned.
we'll be the ones at the bottom of the sea.
What?
Let
That's
them
true.
sink.
Aren't we pirates now?
Essentially. But
I
our
just-
ship is hobbled. We need to get to dry dock for repairs.
And I'd rather not deal with Argations.
So what? Should we just pass by or?
That's
Yes.
probably our best bet, honestly.
Just leave the
Agreed.
Argations to their fate. They prefer it, honestly.
Let's
They
just
do
wave,
not like
wave and say hi.
non-elves.
They don't like non-Argations. You can be Elven and they'll still hate you.
True.
You've ever dealt with Argations before, Captain?
Well, maybe. What if I tried to sneak on their boat and steal the treasure
Man, twice as
out
one
from
night.
under them?
I
We
think
need-
this
we
is
need a ship.
inviting risk.
We need a ship more than
We
we
don't
do
have the
to-
ship capacity to do any objective at the moment, Captain.
At this point, we'll be lucky to make it to.
Yeah, but me on
Ragos.
my own. or
You
one or
do. You
two
do whatever
of us
feels best, Captain. You are the captain.
Could overtake that whole ship.
I believe we need a ship, and we need a
Well,
crew.
let's say we do try to get the Argation ship. Here's what's going to happen. First, we're going to have to board it, and then we're going to have to fight off 3 ships, or 3 different crews that are following them, and the Argations themselves. All with the hopes they don't sink our ship before we can get over there.
Alright, we pass by.
Okay.
I think that is a wise choice.
You,
Captain.
as you are kind of leaving the arena where you could even possibly be involved, you see the 3 ships. They start exchanging fire, and the Argation vessel starts doing a turn that's just not physically possible for most ships. And as it goes over, you see elves like leaping off the deck of their ship onto one of the boarding ships, and just elements like lightning, fire. It's a slaughter. It looks like.
And that
That's-
is why we do not mess with Argations.
That's why I have the policy. We don't deal with Argations.
Excellent.
So you continue on. The weather is fair.
Is that the rest of day 2?
That is the rest of day 2.
Oh boy.
I think we're gonna make it. Maybe.
Day 3, you see the southern portion of the island that Ragos resides on. It's toward the northern end. As you are making your way along the coast, you begin to see some vessels kind of docked around. There are other towns and whatnot along its coastline, so you are beginning to pass civilization here on your way to Ragos, which is the capital of this area.
You just pull into the first repair dock.
You could do that. You could stop before Ragos and find a dock, or you could follow the coast all the way out to where Ragos is and stop there.
Let's just go to Ragos. We can resupply there too. Get our ship repaired. Maybe get nice. Maybe sleep in a decent bed for once.
What is this place though?
So you're starting to pass like different colonies and outlets that are along this island.
Okay,
Things
so
that
they're
won't have
podunk.
major shops.
There's nothing that's too big.
Those are where the best mechanics are.
You'd think that if you're looking for just repairs, you'd probably get it along the way. But there's nothing big.
Okay, so let's just continue on if we can make it.
Okay, yeah, you
We have a whale sticking out of the side of our boat.
Yes, we do.
it's starting to smell pretty bad.
I would imagine. I wish I could turn off my smell receptors.
I mean, we can butcher some of it, right?
I mean, the meat's gonna rot either way. You need enough of it there to keep the hole plugged.
Plug it.
I mean, at this point, it's doing a great job though
Can
because
we at
it's
least take
swollen up
blubber
and
from
it's
it?
actually sealed itself.
Oh, the bloating has actually helped us
Yeah.
for now until it explodes. I'm not cleaning that.
I'm not cleaning that.
There's a guy just in the middle of the water.
That's why we have a Yargo.
Yeah,
the decay
exactly,
is
yeah.
seeping into it. He smells like rotten fish.
Oh,
His
wild.
his new name is now Stinky Pete.
Stinky
He's like,
Pete.
can I please do something else? He's like, no, Stinky Pete.
No,
Keep
Stinky
failing.
You're the bottom of the totem pole.
He's just like crying as he's bailing water out. But you, sure enough, do make it to Ragos.
Yeah.
The iron docks stretch before you, and the imposing tower fortress built upon the volcano looms.
Are the docks actually made out of iron?
Yes.
Shit, that's cool.
Davith, can you negotiate this whale into the price of
Yeah.
them repairing the boat?
I don't think that's physically possible at this point.
It has begun to rot.
Yeah. The most we can do is,
Not even
I
the
don't
blubber?
know, hope that they
Blubber's
repair the
gotta
ship.
be worth something.
You imagine you could get some value out of the whale.
Maybe we
you-
let them have the blubber. That's probably the best we can do.
Yeah, there we go.
Gazing down at you from above the dockside, and even built into parts of it, is what is known as Armageddon Junction. A series of fortifications so immense and just overpowering, it is thought that it would be completely suicide for a navy, no matter the size, to siege this part of the port directly.
Okay, you remember back in Vasu when someone fired a cannon at the governor? Don't do that here.
That
Oh,
wasn't me.
I'm just speaking generally. Don't do that
Look
here.
over.
It wasn't
this
me. It wasn't me
direction.
either.
It wasn't me.
Well, if we're gonna pin the blame on anyone here, you're the most to blame.
Why? What did I do?
You.
What? I was on the ship.
Yeah,
Someone
you
flanked
joined
her.
her. You were all like, "Yeah, let's go do sneaky shit on this."
I thought a funny, lighthearted prank was about to occur, not a war crime.
Oh, by the
I-
way, Yargo,
Yarr!
no hurt anyone here. Got it?
Yarr!
You see that cannon up above?
Yarr!
That will definitely sink our ship 100%.
Yarr!
All right. Now that we're clear, let's
You
go
really
get our
did
ship
your
repaired.
job, Yargo. You're an essential asset.
Oh, Kenneth,
He beams. Yarr!
you can keep those.
Yargo gets a promotion.
Thank you.
Yarr!
You're head Yargo now.
Yarr!
So, let's see if we can get this ship repaired, shall we?
All right, yeah, you sail in, and there are dock workers here, but there are individuals in these like flowing red outfits. They're robe-like, but they're more like canvas pants type things that are just kind of bulky, and they have these iron sashes they wear as they kind of go about the dock.
That all sounds very uncomfortable.
Is this a dwarven city?
No,
Oh, okay.
there are dwarves.
Okay. I just like
Um,
the iron, the volcano, I assume dwarf.
No, it is actually a fairly diverse city in terms of people who reside here. It's one of the few places that's not been dominated by one of the major nation states that, by and large, is one race or another. But it's a pretty big hodgepodge of humans, elves, dwarves, gnomes, halflings, Triton. You even see there's an Illithid.
Oh.
Really?
Friggin'
Yeah.
mind flayer?
Hmm? There's a ship which resembles like a giant shell coming out of the water, and it has like tendrils that are like raised up around it,
Cool.
and they appear to be having something brought aboard their ship.
Keep your wits
Wonder what
about
that
you.
is.
Keep your wits about you. Mind flayers can read thoughts.
We pull into the first repair dock.
Yeah, so kind of like the first Pirates movie, where like the boat is just going down and just walks on. It's not quite that bad, but you're
We're
not.
still above water, just
You're,
barely.
you're lurching. Some of the structural integrity of your ship has began to give, and this kind of leaning tower of Pisa vessel just
Do we
pulls in.
like get the whale like against the dock and like just cut it off?
It just catches.
It'd be awful.
I would like
Not quite, because you wouldn't get that close to the pier, out of fear of
Just
initially-
scratch. Just
I
bump
would
the
like to
scratch
point
it
out-
out.
the pier tearing your ship
treason
apart.
was committed to get this ship.
Yeah.
We're gonna repair it. Yeah, it's our
But
ship.
you're able to get it there. Stinky Pete has come up from the depths to assist in the landing procedure. I will need all of you to make a skill check of your choice to
I thought we were
assist
gonna
in
have to
getting
make a
this thing
constitution
stable.
check because it was stamped.
Skill check of our choice to what?
Anything that would be helpful in getting this boat docked. There are sails that need brought down, an anchor that needs stowed.
Whatever it is, I rolled a 1.
Ugh.
I got
Well,
a dirty 20 athletics.
11.
I've got a. I chose athletics as well.
so I know
Strength.
you are working on the
Strength.
anchor, unless
I've got a 20 athletics.
I know how I want this to go.
We
A
both got
20
the same.
athletics.
20.
20
So
athletics.
you're dexterous, you're strong. You are getting these sails in order because you need to stop catching the breeze to slow down enough to stop them being stopped. You're a dirty 20. You're helping kind of haul debris and stuff out of the way that's needed to clear a walkway out and go to the pier. What did you get on someone?
I got 11 strength check.
Okay. Well,
Pulling ropes or something.
yeah, that makes sense. You could also be helping the rigging. It takes
Yeah.
it takes several people to do it. Honestly, because you have so few people, the process is taking longer than it should. You're tending the anchor, and you go in and you're supposed to ease it down, but you're not very strong. And you don't really know how this thing works. So you undo the secure clasp on the winch that keeps it in place and helps raise it up.
Oh, you're gonna lose
And it
a
begins
finger.
flying out of the hole. And as it goes, you hear a clang, and it catches on the dock,
Oh no.
one of the support beams that goes down into the water.
Would you botch?
And
He
the
got a
ship
1.
goes, and just hear as the chain of the anchor is pulling, and the wood just and starts tearing through the hole.
Can I try to shift the blame on the stinky Pete?
Yes, you can. What happens
Can I
as
rush over and try to catch it?
oh, this is a deck below you.
Okay.
You hear it, but it's too late by the time you hear it.
Shit.
The deck that you do see this because the ship has that deck level that's built up above where you're doing this. That starts just like caving on itself. It doesn't completely fall in, but it's like when a roof loses integrity and just kind of pits.
Mm-hmm.
It does one of those. You do hard stop though as the give finally is gone,
Excellent.
and then you hear a ching as the chain breaks. But the ship is effectively not moving. You have arrived at Ragos.
Excellent.
Barely.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm
Let's
gonna
get this
try
shit
to. I'm gonna try to shift the blame so nobody hates me.
Yargo, what the heck?
Yarr! And he goes like running down to go see what happened.
I only got an 8.
Oh, my passive.
Stinky Pete, how could you?
Stinky Pete is helping with the rigging.
Oh, oh no.
You know what? We're here.
Oh,
We're here.
this is
We
good.
made it. Let's get the ship fixed, and then.
It will
Alright.
be more expensive now.
This is a totaled vessel.
Oops. People died for this boat.
Now, let's see how much it is, and if it's too much, we'll commandeer a new one.
That's why you're the captain.
No, really? Do you not remember the massive cannons? You can't siege this place.
No.
And that's with a fleet.
No, but this time we're not gonna do it Vestagia style.
yeah.
We'll do it all incognito in the night when no one's looking
We could.
style.
We could enter shipping crates. They take the crates on the boat. We wait for night.
Yeah, there's 100 of them.
Let's just see if we can get the ship fixed first. And how much it's going to be. Who knows? We might find a job out of it.
So below you, one of those red individuals with the belt bandolier is just looking up, assessing your ship. Just kind of nodding to himself.
So how much is it gonna be?
Is that a good one or a bad one?
That is a perplexed. Gangway comes down. You walk out.
We got plenty of whale blubber.
I've got 2 questions. Can you fix it, and why can't you fix it?
How much?
I would need to assess the full ship. I believe we can make it seaworthy again for 2,000 gold pieces.
We're going to need to make some coin before we leave this place.
Yeah, we were going to need to regardless. Now the total of what we need is a little bit higher. All right, how long is it going to take to do the repairs?
May I come aboard and do a full assessment?
By all means, just watch for the whale.
There's a whale sticking out of the lower decks. It's beginning to decompose.
2,000 smackaroonies. I got about 150 on me.
I have got 210.
I've got 292.
Captain?
208.
Yeah, we need
You're about a grand shy.
We need work.
You see him kind of like just walk up the game plank. For the first thing he notes, like he's already obviously looked at the holes and everything. He sees like the initial siding that got damaged when this all started. He kind of like wipes a finger along some of the broken like railings. Huh. He's just like working his way around.
So, Captain.
It takes him about 15 minutes, and then he returns and says, "This could be ready within a week."
All right.
How about this? What if we sold the vessel
As scrap.
as is? Yeah.
My discretionary offer I can give you right now is 500. Anything more than that, and I would need to seek approval.
Davith,
He would
that
need to see.
doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't, and it's better to probably just get the ship repaired. If we're being honest,
It would cost more to get a new one.
it would
I
a
mean,
lot
not
more.
with a certain discount.
Yeah, let's see how well that worked out for us the first time.
I mean, like the captain said, if we were a little more discreet about it, it wouldn't be an issue.
You know what? Discretion doesn't seem like your strong suit, and the other's a 300-pound hunk of metal.
I mean,
But I could do it.
More
Not by
armor.
itself.
I got stealth.
Since
sure.
we're, you know,
Me and you could do it.
potentially eyeing up the docks to see what you might be able to find. Everything from fishing schooners to large Ironside ships are to be found here. Ragos is the only large metallurgical area in the archipelago. And
Yeah, so we have our pick of the cream of the crop here.
just a suggestion, Captain.
Uh-huh.
Just a suggestion. We did scrap the ship, like you suggested.
Uh-huh.
We take that money, go to some of the seedier establishments of the town, find about 6 to 10 of the meanest, roughest looking sea dogs we can,
Uh-huh.
and find a new ship.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually a good idea. We could buy out someone's crew out from under them, and then have them take over at the last second.
That's pretty good.
I mean, that would
That's a
still
pretty good deal.
That would still cost. I think buying out someone's crew. Well, you might be able to do that for a couple hundred gold, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
But
If they're greedy, but we'd have to keep an eye on them.
I mean,
after that.
But then that way we could get a crew and a ship.
why don't we find someone with an iron
And
side
it's just the odd.
pleasant?
Yeah. What is the strongest ship? What is the strongest ship?
In port right now. Let's see. And the flagship isn't going to be here, but they are going to have several of their destroyers available. So there are ships that stand about 5 stories tall, and they are just rimmed in guns.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we need right there.
Yeah, I think it'll be a
The
second.
individuals
one.
on them appear to just be made of metal, like they're all in like full plate and have the colors of Ragos across
Yeah,
them.
because
They don't look
honestly,
like
I'm not
me,
in
do they?
love with this ship right now.
Not
It's
a lot of them.
it's-
There are Warforged, but you spot like a couple.
Yeah, I'm not in love with the ship right now because it's gonna cost us more.
We will need so many to
No.
crew that.
Well, you got to keep in mind the ship that we acquired was rated at what? What was it? The price?
The actual value of the ship, market value, they told you was 5,000.
Yeah.
And then the rest was for crew and supplies and
Right.
stuff like that.
So this is the ship itself in its pristine form was 5,000 gold. we're paying 2,000 to get it repaired. It's still less of a value than the ship itself, and that's for basic cargo ship. Anything more than that is, I mean, 2,000 gold isn't much for a ship.
Do you really want for all of us to fork over our gold
No, I was
for
hoping
this ship?
No, I was hoping we would find work in town to fund repairing the ship.
That was my thought as well.
We were still you're gonna be stuck here for a week regardless.
That gives us time to make some coin. Then we decide.
That's true. If we get it repaired, we sell it for 5,000, and we made a profit,
100.
I mean, that's fine too.
right?
That's fine too, but then we would still need another ship.
Yeah, but then we could potentially buy a better ship.
Potentially, yes.
Okay, with good haggling, and
I mean, potentially, we could get more than the 5,000 initially if we sell the ship.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that still requires getting it repaired first.
All right, yeah. Okay, so yeah, we'll get it repaired and we'll find work.
I think you need to find the work before you can get it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. We're gonna
I
find
figured they would
work.
fix it up and then just hold it until we got the money.
So let's
Is
check.
there a charge
Is
for that?
there like an adventurers guild here?
I don't think any of you are from Regos.
I'm from the ocean.
Yeah, so none of you have probably been here before.
Uh,
You've heard of certain things.
we
you
ask
know-
around.
Okay.
Where can one find work for a group of slayers?
So you are pointed toward a kind of a commons area that they call the Iron Communion, and it's just this hall of metal that's been built, like these large brass pillars, in kind of like neoclassic architecture, but it's all metal. And there are these rivers of lava that flow throughout the area and kind of pour into forges, all stemming from the top of the volcano. The air is thick, sooty, and feels harsh to breathe. But as you make your way through the Iron Communion, there are these like large bellows that are like pushing the pollution away, and it's a little easier to breathe in these spaces that they've kind of set up for this.
Okay.
In the largest one of them, similar to what you saw in Vasu, there are these outlets set up,
How do you spell Vasu?
VASU. The organizations that you see having been established here, the High Seas Consortium,
Mhm.
the Ebon Cabal,
High Seas Consortium, that's the ones we,
Yeah,
That's
that's
off.
from.
yeah, them and Vasu, the two factions you have just done a heinous crime.
add
to.
those to my list of enemies.
You have the Red Enclave.
Mhm.
Then you've got the Iron Expedition.
So these are people we can work for?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Vesitar Corsairs. And then there's a smaller shop with an individual, and it just says the Forge Master. Like it's like a standalone kind of small building compared to the
Let's
others.
check with the Forge Master.
Is it cool if we call it here?
Yeah. So we'll pick it up next time. We can go
Okay.
over what all they have. But you're perusing the quest. You're in Regos, the city of eternal fire and forge.
Excellent.
Cool.
Excellent. I think we made a nice recovery. Though.
That was an awesome game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
We
good.
can surely make 2,000 gold in a week.
I did not expect any of that to
No,
happen.
that got good.
Well, that was fun. Everyone watching, have a good night. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully, we will be back either this coming week or next, depending on what everyone can do. Probably not the week after because holidays. So hopefully this
I
coming
think the
weekend. if
8th
we
was the
can't do
next
that.
Sunday. January 8th. January 8th, yeah, because next weekend I've got another campaign.
Okay. Well, we'll be back after Christmas.
We'll be back. We'll be back when we come back.
But we'll see you folks before too long. Have a good night.
Yay, good night.
Good night.